All right. Here we go. I'm trying something a little different today. So hopefully everything's working today. I think audio and everything's working. Hopefully there's someone who will be able to tell me otherwise if it's not. All right. I'm hoping it is. Oh man, I'm trying to figure out how to get this going here. Here we go. I'm trying to figure out a good setup here. So right now I'm streaming on both YouTube and on Twitch. So hopefully someone can let me know if audio is working correctly or not. I haven't tried streaming to both before. It is cool. I haven't tried streaming to both before, so this is a bit of a new thing for me. I've so we're trying something a little different. Um, Perfect. Good note. All right. Thanks, Palmer. Thanks, Ellis. I now know it's working on both, so that is great. Perfect. So today we're actually going to be watching the MetaConnect live stream. I am very, very excited. I believe we're supposed to be getting the official first look at the Project Cambria headset. I know we got an unofficial look recently, so um, I didn't look into that story all the way. From what I understood, someone accidentally left the headset in like a hotel room or something. That was my understanding. That was really weird. I feel like that couldn't have been. I feel like that was almost intentional or something. Really weird. But yeah, I'm excited. We're going to be trying. You can see I have my Quest over here. We're going to be jumping into Horizon Worlds once we get a little bit closer here. So I'm really looking forward to that. I don't know that I've heard very much other than that we're getting a look at the Project Cambria. I have been looking, or I was looking, and I'm kind of excited for this. So I saw that there is supposed to be, they're supposed to have like a little mini event on multiplayer, and I'm really hoping to get a look at that. I don't know if any of you guys are on the Discord, but I'd sent out a message earlier this morning. It was actually in response to someone else, and saying how I really wanted to do a multiplayer like tutorial series. The only reason that I haven't is because I have not been able to get Meta's multiplayer system working, and that's the only reason I have not yet done any multiplayer tutorials, because I want to make sure I can do all platforms. Um, which is a little bit annoying. Oh, hold on. What is YouTube? Okay, interesting. YouTube's getting a little angry with my stream here. I don't think it'll cause any issues. So if YouTube starts giving me issues, maybe someone can let me know. I think it's working all right. Um, so yeah. But that's the only reason I have not yet done any multiplayer tutorials. The only reason I have not done any, and it actually drives me crazy because I've really wanted to do multiplayer tutorials for quite some time now. But yeah, so let me go and pull this up real quick. I feel like I probably should have had a little bit more of these web pages and stuff done today. Let me see here. If I go. Uh, in case any of you guys maybe have not yet checked that out or anything. So yeah, really looking forward to that. I'd be curious to. Oh, is audio gone? Oh, hold on. Was my audio not working? Ooh. Oh, hold on. Oh, I'm having some issues here. It's back now. Okay, it must have been that one scene for some reason. I'll get that fixed real quick. We shouldn't be spending an awful lot of time in there in on my desktop, anyways. I don't think. So yeah, the joys of live. I know. In case you're just getting here, I'm streaming to both YouTube and Twitch, and I've not tried this before, so I don't know how well this is going to go. So yeah, let me know if there ends up if there's any issues or anything. Polymer on Twitch just tell me that the audio went. It seemed like when I shared my screen. Let me see if I can get that fixed real quick. Here we go. This one. Weird. Oh, you know what? Is this why? Hold on. I'm gonna try transitioning here real quick. Let's see. Does it work now when I'm in the scene? Is my audio still working now? I'd expect that it did. I think it's because I accidentally disabled the audio on that scene. So I'm gonna hope that it is. Cool. There we go. Perfect. So we still have a few minutes before the stream. Yeah, we still got like another 25 minutes. I'd be curious actually, does anybody else have like any theories for anything we might see? I know Project Cambria is one thing. I'd like to see I know there was at least a rumor a while back that I had heard where they were saying it was going to be more of like a desktop environment, which I would very much like to see. I like the idea of being able to work in like a VR environment. I really like that idea. I actually did a video on this too on Rift in Reality. And the only thing that I really, really hated about working in VR was just the fact. Oh, what the hell? Chat pause due to scroll. Oh man. Yeah, no, doing this. Oh man. Yeah, at least I'm getting as many of the live issues out of the way right now as I can. Oh wait, did my stream stop? It didn't stop, right? A pirate ship tutorial. Like being able to navigate a pirate ship? Is that kind of what you're talking about? Not Doppel? Oh, not Doppel. Okay. Actually, that would be kind of interesting. I mean, I feel like I've done tutorials that would like the wheel. Yeah, that one would be a very interesting one. I think I've done like parts of that, like with I'll have to look into that. Hold on. Maybe I should get Maybe I should get my list going. In case anybody's curious, I have a list of like well over probably like 50, probably even more than that. I have a very large list of like future tutorials that I would like to do. A lot of them I have not even tried yet. And I don't even know if it's something I can do yet. Hold on. Let me get this going. I'll add it to the list. I'll have to look into that a little bit more. Yeah, I think it's actually larger than 50. I might actually be nearing 100 by now. I have like, given the fact that I put tutorials like once a week, that's like well over a year's worth of tutorials. That I have, I think, in my list. Hold on. What is that called? That's not called the helm, is it? I don't think so. I think the helm is that entire like upper deck. Let me see. Here we go. I'm trying to remember what that's called. I don't think that's called the helm. I think that thing doesn't that wheel have a specific term? I thought it had like a specific. I'm just gonna put ship steering wheel. I'll have to look that up later. I should remember what that is. That one's actually good. Do. Actually, I think I need to go through. I think some of these actually I've done now. The problem is too, I have so many because I have people. I'll have like people who send me like duplicates of things that they would like to see in tutorials, and so I'll end up just putting them down. I'll be like, I'll look into that more later, and so some of these are like duplicates and stuff too. It is called the helm. I thought the helm was like the entire like upper deck or something. Hold on. Helm. There's actually a game that came out recently, wasn't there? That uses like that entire that the whole thing is like you're supposed to be on like a pirate ship, isn't there? I think I remember I'd seen a game like that recently. I remember it caught my attention. I've not played it yet. It may be one that's still in development. But I'd seen one recently. Sail, that might be it. Let me see. Sail. Let's try looking up Sail VR. Oh, they actually have a free demo if this is it. Oh, it is Sail. I think this is what I was looking at. Did this not come out recently? I thought it did. Oh no, this has been out for a year. Maybe I just heard about it for the first time recently. Although this is also the demo, so maybe it did come out recently. Yeah. Let me see. Sail VR. Oh, and they have it on Steam. Nice. No, it did come out recently. August 10th, 2022. So about a month ago. A little under a month ago, I think. What day are we on? We're in September 11th. That's what it is. September 11th. That's the day we're on right now. All right. Cool. There we go. All right. So yeah, I've added that to my list. I don't think I have a duplicate actually for that specifically. Did it just remove it? No, it's right there. Okay, cool. No, but I have like a very large list. Let me actually count this up real quick. One. I wish it kind of gave me numbers. Let's see. There's 23 plus another 41 plus another 30. It's 70. Yeah, that's actually nearly 100 projects. Some of these I again may still need to go through and kind of clear out. So yeah, nearly 100 projects. Supposedly, I might need to go through and clear out duplicates, but it's pretty darn close. It is pretty darn close. All right. Cool. So, but yes, that is I do have a very large list there. Cool. So, let's see here. I have my phone like in the way of the of the timer, so I can't even see the like how soon it is until we actually get to the events and stuff. So yeah, we'll go and jump into Horizon Worlds here in like 7 minutes. So I think I said this on one of my Twitch streams recently. I've only touched Horizon World maybe a handful of times. Thanks, Migs. Thank you very, very, very much. I always appreciate hearing that people enjoy tutorials and stuff like that. I like seeing that helps people out. It's really awesome. Yeah. I definitely have a lot more tutorials coming as well. So it's gonna be real busy over the next couple weeks too. I'm trying to see too if I can do like more than one tutorial a week, but it takes me so long sometimes to just figure out the mechanics of one that I can only get one a week, which is kind of unfortunate. So yeah, that's a little unfortunate, but oh well. Yeah. What was I talking? Oh yeah, so we're gonna be jumping into Horizon Worlds here in a few minutes. I've only touched Horizon Worlds a handful of times. It's not bad. But Horizon Worlds, it gives me very much of some Rec Room feeling. Like that's the best way I can put it without sounding rude or anything. There's an awful lot of I've only touched it a handful of times, and in the times that I've touched it, I tend to run into a lot of. I'm trying to figure out how to say this without sounding rude, but I've run into like a lot of little kids and a lot of guys who have no patience for little kids. I feel like that's the nicest way I can put it. So hopefully this doesn't end up being too bad. I don't know that many kids would have interest in the MetaConnect event, so we'll see. We'll see how that ends up going. But yeah, we'll go and jump in. I have my Quest set up. I actually don't even know if I have this on. Do I have this on? Oh, you know what, too? I don't think I have it charged. I may need to grab a battery here in a sec to plug this in while I'm running. But yeah, we'll get into that. We'll get into Horizon Worlds here shortly. I'm really looking forward to that. I'd be curious. I feel like they have to. I think the keynote's supposed to go on for maybe an hour and a half or something like that. I feel like they may be announcing more than Project Cambria. I'd like to see. I would like to see like some new hardware or something like trackers or something. I feel like it may be a little unrealistic, but I'd like to see trackers or something like that. I feel like that would be really cool. Like full body trackers. I feel like that's one of the things that I would really like to see on the Meta headset. Because just being able to do full body tracking, I feel like just makes the whole experience a lot better. So yeah, hopefully too we don't run into any technical difficulties. I have not tried using the Oculus Link, so fingers crossed that there's going to be no issues during the stream. I feel like I may have jinxed myself by saying that, but yeah, we'll see how that all goes. Let me go and get this turned on real quick. I'll need to go grab a battery here in a sec. I think I just have them sitting over there. So I'll just need a battery and a wire to connect all that. So hopefully that shouldn't be too bad. I probably won't do it. I forgot it makes that noise. I probably won't watch it here on stream, but I do want to eventually go back and watch some of those, maybe like the developer sessions and things like that. At the very least, today we're going to be watching the keynote. That's at the very least what we're going to be watching today on the stream. I feel like I would like to see them talk about GTA San Andreas. I don't know that they would. They only announced that, what was it, earlier this year, maybe a few months ago. I'm trying to remember, when did they announce GTA San Andreas? I wouldn't expect it, but I would like to see GTA San Andreas announced. So I'll say this too. I've never played GTA San Andreas. I really want to try it in VR, just because it seems so cool, you know? I've never been like overly fond of the GTA games, personally, but I would very much like to see GTA in VR. I feel like just playing in VR to me would just be so much more amazing. Just being able to wander around like that. Let me see here. GTA VR. When was that announced? That was earlier this year, right? It may have been late last year. I think it was either earlier this year or late last year that they originally announced GTA San Andreas for the Quest headset. That would be, that would be like a really cool thing to announce, because I feel like it would just hype up not just the Project Cambria headset, but I think it would also hype up the like just the Quest 2 headset. I think they're supposed to be keeping around the Quest 2 headset after this one, if I recall. Because I think this one's supposed to be, I believe the Quest 2 is supposed to remain around as more like a budget headset. And I think, if I recall, the new headset that's supposed to be announced is supposed to be more like a higher end VR headset. So I would like to see them announce GTA San Andreas, and I think it would be very beneficial for them too. But I won't be surprised if they don't. It was in February this year. Yeah, I thought it was. Okay. Okay, so we are starting to get a little closer. Let me go ahead. Let me go grab a battery real quick. Hold on, give me 1 second. Hold on. I got my cable, but hold on, hold on. All right, there we go. There we go. I had to go both directions. All right. Here we go. Let's go ahead, get this hooked up. Come here. There we go. Cool. Let me go ahead, get this plugged in. We'll go and get this charging because I think this is low. I've been using this a lot for a couple VR projects recently, so we'll see how this goes. Let me go ahead and get this connected, and we'll go ahead and get set up in Horizon Worlds here. I'm not sure what the Horizon Worlds experience is going to be like. If I'm honest, I don't know if it's going to be significantly better or worse than like their live stream that they're doing. So we'll see. Let's see. Let's go and get this booted up. I'll need to get the chat window open as well. So give me 1 second. There we go. Sorry, by the way, if there's a little bit of like noise bleeding into the microphone. There we go. All right, let me go ahead. I'm gonna move this around. I'm trying to get a little bit set up here. I haven't done this before where I'm going from like desktop to VR headset like this, so hopefully there's no issues going from one to the other. We'll find out right now. I think Horizon Worlds may have slightly bugged out on me. I just had a black screen. There we go. All right, hold on. Let's go ahead. What the? What is going on here? Well, this is not doing very well. in the words of Temporal Lab, the joys of live. Okay, I'm really trying to see if I can get this working. Come on. Why does it keep booting up Steam VR? Let me do something here real quick. Hold on. Quit this. Hold on. I think I'm back. Hopefully someone can tell me. I think I kind of disconnected for a second. Okay. I think I'm back. Let's go ahead. Try this one more time. If this becomes too much of a problem, I'll go ahead and instead we'll just watch the live stream through YouTube, or I'm assuming they maybe actually have it on the MetaConnect website. So try this one more time. Maybe I should have gotten this set up a little bit earlier. Hold on. Set as default. There we go. Okay. One more time. Okay, I think it's working correctly this time. Yes, it is. Perfect. Okay. Let me go ahead. Okay. Hopefully someone can tell me if this is working correctly. Is this working correctly at all? It just occurred to me I don't have chat opened yet on my headset. Hold on. me 1 sec. I'm getting the chat open. Give me 1 second. You guys can tell me if there's any issues. Did I not? Oh, hold on. I thought I enabled it. Oh, I forgot to do that. Hold on. Condition. Okay. Hopefully this is working. Okay, there we go. We got... All right. It's working perfect. Okay. Let's go ahead. How do I join the event? Do I have to go here? Okay, oh, hold on. I think I'm muted, right? Yes, I am. Cool. How do we join the event? I do know it said it was supposed to be here. Those are creative events. I would have assumed it was right here in events. Do I maybe need to jump over here? No, no. List? I don't know what list is. Haunted Maze. It was supposed to be here in Horizon Worlds, right? I thought it was. Go.
Anyone know where the keynote is?
I'm trying to figure out where the keynote is too. Do you happen to know?
Yep, same me.
I have no idea.
We were supposed to be able to join Horizon Worlds, right?
Yeah. Well, it just said starting now. My headset.
I am signed up for it on their page. Palmer.
Yeah, it says it's starting right now.
Yeah, it's supposed to be starting right now, but like I'm not seeing it.
Neither do I.
Are you looking for MetaConnect 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I'm looking for.
I thought you had to remember.
This would really suck if it's not working in their own Horizon Worlds.
It didn't last year.
Did it not?
Where?
You can join it from the menu.
What menu
which
are we
menu?
talking about?
Yeah, I don't see it.
Did sign up for it. I would have assumed it would have just kind of popped up or something.
Let's see. Do we have events?
Ah, man, it's starting now. We're all gonna miss it.
I know.
I was trying to get like the ultimate experience, but
Dude, same here. I figured, you know what? It has to be better in Horizon Worlds, right? It's supposed to be their own app. Attend?
I don't see it in
Discovery.
events. Do you
I-
see it anywhere?
I don't see it anywhere. Is it maybe just delayed in Horizon Worlds? Like it's just taking longer to show up?
Yeah, maybe they're not going to stream it live. Maybe they're just going to put it on afterwards.
That would really suck.
yeah, well, it's like literally on now. So up to you guys.
Yeah. This kind of sucks. Do one more quick check. Okay. All right. Well, this kind of sucks. Since it's not showing up in Horizon Worlds, let's go ahead. I'm gonna pop it open. We'll find out where the live stream is. Give me 1 second here. Yes. Yes, I was in the low meta venue section, but it did not show up for some reason. So we're just gonna go ahead and pop it open in a. We'll just pop open the live stream. I don't know what is going on. I would have liked to be able to see it. Yeah, and it's live right now. So hold on. Let me go and get this open. We'll go ahead and. If I can. Oh, there it is. Yep, it's live. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Oh, no. I did not mean to do that. I was just trying to close the chat windows. I have it open somewhere else. Hold on. Meta Connect 2022. Hold on. I'm getting it open quickly. Yeah, I'd signed up to watch it in VR, but I guess it just doesn't work for some reason. It's really weird. It would be kind of disappointing if it just wasn't working in their own Meta Connect. All right. All right. There we go. All right. I got my chat open. We're watching everything. All right. Let me know if there's any issues or anything. Maybe there was. Maybe I should double check that real quick. It could be that it went to like my spam folder or something for some reason. Let me see. Because I literally signed up for it. I think it was like yesterday or day before. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I don't know. I don't know what was going on. Oh, well, I'll double check later. Maybe they have an event. Maybe one of those guys was right and it was like something that they're doing afterwards and we can watch it then. Let me know if there's any issues, by the way, with like audio or anything. I would assume everything's working correctly, but just let me know if anything's not working correctly. I did switch it, right? You guys are seeing my screen? Oh, you guys are not.
Today,
Ooh.
the top
My
apps in
bad.
the Quest
Sorry.
Store are social metaverse apps, and This is pretty much the same thing that we've seen with every other computing platform. A lot of the most compelling use cases for new technology come when you build things that help people connect. And that's the whole reason why we're in this space.
Yeah, this has been the story of every computing platform we've seen so far. Whether that's email on desktop, instant messaging on laptops, or video calls on the phone. Every technology platform has brought great value to my life. But what I
Can
value
anybody
most
tell
is
me
the
you
ways they
can't? You
keep
can
me
see
more
the stream and
connected
you can
with
hear it
the
all
people I
right.
care the most about.
And I
Yes,
think
no.
this will be especially true
I'd like
for
to know
VR
now.
and eventually AR, because they deliver a deep feeling of presence, right? It's that sensation that you're actually with another person or in another place. And that's what's so powerful about this platform compared to everything else that's come before. Every other computing platform is built around apps. And now we have the chance to change that. For the first time, we can build technology centered around people and how we actually experience the world. That's
Yeah,
because the
cool.
metaverse is first person.
Just wanna make
right?
sure.
You feel like you're in it, right? You should be able to teleport
No?
anywhere with the people you want to engage with and bring all your stuff
Oh, no,
with
seriously?
you. It should be less siloed than a traditional app model and fundamentally more about feeling present with other people.
We gotta have Vishal here to talk more about that.
All right, hey Vishal, why don't you guys take it from here?
All right, sounds good. Thanks.
See you, Mark.
Yeah.
Hey, Vishal.
Hey, boss. Yeah, this social shift has been one of the biggest changes we've seen over the last couple of years. When Quest 2 first launched, the vast majority of time spent in VR was spent alone. Today, the majority of time spent is in multiplayer apps.
And the most popular apps on Quest are social. And that's a huge deal.
Can you seriously not
apps
hear
like
it?
VR Chat have established these new places for people to spend time together in virtual reality, and they're thriving.
That's right. And people are doing all sorts of things together. They're playing games, they're hanging out, they're learning new hobbies, they're showing up as avatars who represent who they are and maybe who they want to be. And there's so
I'm
many
getting
new things you
controversial.
can do once you get beyond the
Palmer
limitations
says
of
it's working
the physical
fine.
space that we live in. This social shift
I can't
is
tell
happening
if Temporal Lab
everywhere.
is saying it's
YouTube
not.
VR is a
or it
great
is.
example. It's one of the most popular apps on the Meta Quest 2, and the YouTube team is working to make the experience even more social.
Is it really?
So in the future, when you're together with friends in Horizon Home, you'll be able to watch and share YouTube videos just like you might do together in the physical world. Watch videos together, share content from your favorite creators, or experience something completely new, like a underwater manta ray adventure off a private island in Southeast Asia. And when you look at where the internet is going, there's this big move towards creation and shared experiences. And we're seeing the same impulse to build and
Oh,
explore
old
together in
message.
VR.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Absolutely. Some of the best experiences in Horizon Worlds right now are hanging out with your friends in Nope's Haywood Ranch or recording a podcast on Rooftop 42. There are worlds to celebrate the Lunar New Year, to make music together, worlds to roast marshmallows in, or just to get a party started. We're seeing all sorts of people build worlds like these, from first-time creators to world-class entertainers. And today, we're announcing a multi-year collaboration to bring NBC Universal's iconic content to life through experiences in the metaverse. Starting next year, Meta and NBCU will co-create experiences around The Office, Universal Monsters, DreamWorks, Blumhouse, Halloween Horror Nights, and so much more. Fans will be able to
be
engage in these
curious to see how that's
experiences
gonna
in
work.
Horizon Worlds, at Universal Studios theme parks, and customize their avatars. Last but not least, the Peacock app is coming to Quest.
There are so many worlds out there to see, more than we could ever show at an event like this. But what's more important is what's in those worlds, and the feeling you get when you're with other people. That's why we're so excited about building out Horizon Worlds as a next-generation social platform, where the connection happens in real time.
It always comes back to wanting to feel connected. And if we really want the metaverse to feel social, we need to open these worlds and experiences to everyone. They can't be limited to VR.
Yeah, the
wanna full
metaverse
screen
should be
this real quick?
accessible across all kinds of screens and devices. And you should be able to jump in and join your friends from anywhere.
That's why we're developing Horizon Worlds on the web, so that you can access it from a computer or any mobile device. If you're watching a comedy show, for example, you can send the link to your friends and they can join without a headset, no matter where they are. It's just more fun when the gang's all together. Making these virtual worlds accessible through any device takes their ability to connect people to another level.
This is gonna be the first way a lot of people around the world experience a virtual world.
For sure. And while the web doesn't give the full VR experience, it opens it to an entirely new population of developers, creators, and people.
Absolutely. We want everyone to be able to have the most immersive experience. But it's gonna be a while before there are enough headsets out there. So this will be a
That's
huge
what it
step
sounds
for
like,
helping
doesn't
people
it?
experience it for themselves.
It sounds
Especially when
like
you think about
HTML5 or
creators.
something.
For people and businesses building virtual worlds, this means your potential audience will become so much bigger. Right now, there's a growing metaverse economy that only VR users can access. That's about to change.
And when you see something amazing in a virtual world, you'll also be able to capture and share it, just like you would if you were in the physical world.
Yeah, this is actually a place where Meta's apps are going to play a huge role. We have these deep ecosystems for creators to connect with audiences and share their work. And virtual worlds will become just another place where great content can be made. We're now testing a way for you to take a video in Horizon Worlds and easily share it straight to Instagram as a reel. This will be one of the very early connections between Meta's apps and Horizon Worlds, and there'll be a lot more to come.
Okay.
We're also connecting some of the best creators on Instagram with some great builders in Horizon Worlds to see what kinds of things they can make together. So keep your eyes on the feed for that.
So the ways people can experience these virtual spaces are evolving fast, but the tools you need to actually build them also matter. And so we've got some great news for creators here too.
This is another big expansion in what's possible. It used to be that you had to build everything in headset. And now we're seeing some incredible worlds being built by everyday users outside of VR in Creta, a game and world building platform available on Facebook.
We're expanding the creative toolkit
Creta.
beyond VR too. You'll be able to
I've
use
never heard of this
TypeScript,
one.
a powerful scripting language, to make more dynamic and interactive worlds. And we're making it so you'll be able to import tri-mesh items into Horizon Worlds and build parts of your world using 3D content creation tools like Maya, Blender, and Adobe Substance 3D.
These are high-quality tools that professionals use to build in 3D. And one of the main benefits of supporting them is the graphics quality they produce. Now, it will take a while to integrate all of these tools, but the result will be things looking a whole lot better.
This is one of the most
That does
important
look a
pieces.
lot better
We
than
started
that,
with simple graphics,
than that
and we're doing a
screenshot that Mark
ton of work
Zuckerberg
to
sent
meaningfully improve how
few
Horizon will
weeks
look
ago.
and feel over the next year. The metaverse needs to feel inspiring.
There's some really awesome stuff coming here. We're working with Epic Games to bring Creative Commons licensed content from the
Creta,
Sketchfab
it
library
looks like it's on
to Horizon
Facebook
Worlds.
and it's on Epic
Our
Games.
ultimate goal
I
is for
haven't
the
tried
metaverse
this, but maybe I have to
feel
look into
just like
Creta.
any other social experience, big
You see if I'm
or small.
looking at this correctly.
So the virtual spaces you build and share don't always need to be huge worlds that are open to everyone. And one thing we're thinking about a lot is your home in the metaverse.
Right. There are public spaces for everyone, but it's just as important to think about the personal spaces that are yours. Your home in the metaverse should be accessible no
Well,
matter what
they only,
device you're
I think they only
using. It should be a
specifically
social
said
space where you
Facebook
can invite
gaming.
your friends no matter what
But
device.
I went to the Creta website and
You should
there's
feel the
links for
same level
Facebook
of
Gaming
comfort
and the Epic Games
ownership
Store.
as you do in your home in the physical world.
That's right, and this means that nobody should enter without your permission. You're in control of who stays and leaves, and what's said in these spaces is personal. But you can also share them if you want. Here's what this personal space looks like right now. So ideally, it's like the physical world. Your personal space is where you should feel most like you.
This is all great stuff. Thanks, Vishal. And I can't wait to see what's next. The social platform of VR is still taking shape. At the other end of the spectrum, you have probably the most established part of the ecosystem, gaming. So let's talk more about all the incredible things happening in that space. Here's Melissa Brown, our head of developer relations. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Boz. And hi to everyone joining us for Connect. This part of the VR ecosystem is truly thriving. It feels like every week developers ship another amazing game for Quest 2. Titles like Little Cities, Golf Plus, or Red Matter 2, which look beautiful and are so much fun to play.
If you want an example of just
Hope
how
you get your
fast this
headset back
platform is
soon.
growing, take a look at The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners from Skydance Interactive. It's now surpassed $50 million in revenue on Quest alone, nearly double its revenue from all other platforms.
Or look at Zenith The Last City from Ramen VR. It took only 24 hours for it to make its first million in revenue on the Quest store. And Resident Evil 4 from Capcom and Armature Studios made $2 million its first day. Blade and Sorcery Nomad from Warp Frog made its first million in just 2 days. A number of other devs have also done so in as little as 3 days.
Well, we'll see if
This
maybe
kind of velocity is
today
why
they'll
I'm
say
so
something about
optimistic
GTA
the
San
future
Andreas again.
for VR
I'm
developers.
curious. It
To date,
seems like they're
$1.5
really
billion
focused
has been
on
spent on games
on
apps in the
developers that are
Quest
making
store.
money for
and
some
it's hard to
reason.
believe when you see what's already dropped this year. But there's so many more still to come.
I don't think
And
this
today we're gonna
because
share a
weren't
few
they
of them
saying
with
something
you.
earlier
What
about
are you most
how
excited about, Melissa?
How about
actually, I don't think I
start
hit
with
the
a trailer from the latest team
full
to
screen
join
yet.
Oculus Studios.
But I think they were talking earlier too about
Your past has caught up with you.
Why'd you stop
Is this
selling
Iron Man?
weapons, Tony?
You can't change the past.
I want to change the world.
All systems back online.
Looking live out there, Stark. It did feel like it's for investors. It's like
you, Tony.
you know, I'm almost curious too if maybe they're doing it to try and get more people into VR, trying to point out that
Marvel's
it can be
Iron Man
profitable.
VR has been one of those dream projects for us. We've been fans since it
Because
launched, and we
I
could
could
not
see
be
that
more
that
excited for the
argument
talented
being
teams
made.
At Camouflage and
I don't know if
Endeavor
it's meant for
One to
investors
bring
or
the
if it's
game
just,
to
hey,
MetaQuest 2 this
get into
November,
VR
along with our
because
partners
you
at
can in
Sony
fact
Interactive
make money.
Entertainment and Marvel Entertainment. Next is the multiplayer phenomenon. Population 1, which is evolving in a big
Because I feel like
way
that's
this
kind of
December,
one of the
with
places where
debut of
VR is
Population
still
1
falling
Sandbox,
short a little bit.
A robust,
When did they
user-generated
add in
map creator.
Sandbox?
You can take the action anywhere, limited only by your imagination. A moon base, a Viking village, or a fight with swords in Zero G. If you're not a creator, no worries. You can discover and play through new or featured community maps with your friends.
I don't know what FOMO
the
means,
team
sorry.
At Big Box VR is excited to bring endless replayability to Population 1.
That looks awesome. I'm pumped for the next title, though.
Yes, calling all crewmates. You know you've been waiting for an Among Us VR release date ever since it was announced at the
forgot
Game
about
Awards.
that.
Well, wait no longer. Inner Sloth, Robot Teddy, and Shell Games will release Among Us VR for ages 13 plus
Fear of missing
on
out.
MetaQuest
Oh, okay.
2 on November 10th. And pre-orders open today. Soon you'll be betraying friends from a first-person perspective.
I'd completely forgotten there was
This
an
next
Among Us
title
VR
is
coming
also
out.
fun, but in a more terrifying way. It's time to check the itinerary for our upcoming trip to New Orleans.
Now, we promised folks the next installment in the Walking Dead Saints and Sinners series would be out later this year.
Let's take a look at Skydance Interactive's Chapter 2, Retribution.
Well, look at you, tourist. The living getting more desperate. Guess you ain't the only one who thrives on creating havoc.
Dude, didn't Saints and Sinners come out like a couple years ago or something like that?
Gonna take nothing short of a miracle to survive what's coming. Wherever the tourist goes, death ain't far behind.
December 1st.
It's 2 years in the making.
I will say,
and
though,
new
I did recently
faces,
start replaying,
places,
Saints
weapons,
and Sinners.
Gear and loot await you as you head
It does
towards
look really
a
good.
final showdown that will decide the fate of New
Is this
Orleans.
in addition to the
All right,
existing
and
one, or is
we
this a
have
brand
one
new
more
one?
to show, right?
Just
Right.
not-
Our
They really
friends
are
at
just.
Skydance have
I
also
never
been
watched
working
the
on
shows. I
something
was
new.
never able to get into
Here
it,
is
but I
your
did
first
really like
sneak
the game. Behemoth.
This is only possible because of the developers on this journey with us. It's a testament to the things that you've built and the people you've delighted and inspired with your work. You continue to push the boundaries of what's possible time and again, and you show us that there's a lot more ground to break. When we launched the original Quest in 2019, we could not have imagined that just a few years later,
I
we'd
mean,
have
I'm not
games like
saying
Red
they're
Matter
not.
2 and Medal
It just
of
for
Honor
me,
Above and Beyond
it just
running on a
wasn't
mobile
something I was
chipset.
able to get
But you've
into.
made it happen. The pass-through modes and apps showed us the early promise of mixed reality. And we're so excited to see how you will revolutionize this space the way that you did with VR.
Totally. And the best experiences also incorporate some kind of unique movement, which brings a really different dimension compared to our other gaming platforms.
That's been the key to fitness apps, which have turned out to be some of the best experiences you can have in virtual reality. Developers have hit on the winning combination of a physical workout and the virtual immersion of a headset to make something completely new, and people love it.
That's a cool door.
Users globally return to Quest 2 for fitness every month, and VR fitness apps can be just as intense as a regular workout. They're great for when you can't
I'll be
get
honest, I've
outside
never really
or
liked
want
those
to get in a
fitness
quick
apps.
session in between activities.
If I wanted a little
Some
bit of
the stories
workout,
coming out of the
I
fitness
kind of like
community
Beat
are just
Saber
awesome.
personally.
One of my favorites is Linda, a grandmother of 7.
Start running through Beat Saber on
When
like
my son came
on ultra
home
fast mode.
with a Quest. I fell in love with it the moment I put the headset on. When I first opened the app for Supernatural, the scenery is just so beautiful. You're just moving to the music. I was having fun. I was hooked.
Dodging those lasers and feeling good.
Moving with a purpose gave me purpose to move.
Deliberate fitness apps enjoy remarkable retention.
See, the thing
it's
to me
because they're
is
fun,
a lot of
and
these
you have
really
the
just
support of
feel like
real
Beat
communities
Saber
out
too.
there,
Like
cheering
that
each other
one's
on.
very much like Beat
There are
Saber.
a
The
lot
only
of
main
VR
difference
titles
is
that
that you
bring the
have like
burn,
those angled
such as Les Mills Body Combat, FitXR,
things
and
you have to dodge,
Supernatural.
like angled
And they're
barriers.
always getting better, bringing on new instructors, classes, and moves.
Speaking of which, at the end of this month, Supernatural is launching knee strikes to better activate your core and work your lower body.
How's that supposed to work? Are they doing full body tracking?
That's right. People are going to be pumped for that one. Now, we've got one more fitness experience that's making the move from App Lab. Get your jump shot ready because Gym Class is coming to the Quest store later this fall.
Let's do this.
That seems like they're hinting at full body tracking, but they were also using a Quest 2. Is that added in as a Quest 2 feature?
Let's go. Let's run it back.
My jump shot is most definitely not ready, but I can't wait to try. In fact,
Has
I
it
think
really?
I've tried pretty much every fitness app out there. And one thing you learn is that when you work out in VR, you're gonna work up a sweat.
So to help people stay active with confidence while keeping their headsets clean, later this month, we're releasing the Meta Quest 2 Active Pack, available online in the Meta store on October 25th. This is our fitness accessory bundle with a wipeable facial interface, wrist straps, and adjustable knuckle straps to provide the perfect combination of comfort and control.
People have also been building some really neat fitness accessories for Quest, like extension grips and custom handles. It's great to see this secondary market emerging. And this is just the beginning. As part of the Made for Meta program, formerly Oculus Ready, we're working with leading hardware makers to bring more accessories to Quest starting next year.
Yes, there's more we can do to unlock the power of the platform for fitness overall. This year, we shipped one of the features a lot of you were asking for: fitness tracking on the MetaQuest companion app and the health app on iOS.
We've seen how important these kinds of foundations are for developers. And we know fitness is a space with a ton of opportunity right now. So this fall, we're releasing
That would
the
be
Fitness
cool.
API beta for select developers. It lets people share real-time
Just
fitness
like
data
walk in
and
place or
unlock
something
things
like that?
like custom stats or new levels based on the progress that they're making.
And in case you're the kind of person who needs some external motivation, next year we're also releasing a new way to share your fitness progress with selected friends, so they can support you along the
Interesting.
way.
I didn't know that was
That's
something you
sweet.
could.
Do you think real VR
If that's
fishing
something you
counts
could
as an
already
upper
do,
body
I didn't know
workout?
that that
Yeah,
was
good
something you
luck
could
with
already
that.
do for the Quest.
But it's so exciting to watch fitness find its
Hold
footing
on.
on Quest. When you can tie physical interaction and digital objects together, the possibilities are really endless. They extend way beyond fitness. This is only the first step.
It sure is. Thanks, Melissa.
Thanks, Boz.
As you've seen so far, you can have a lot of fun in VR.
I mean, that
You
would
can
make
hang out with
sense. I
friends,
feel like
do a workout,
it's hard to
play a
get
game.
below the knee.
Sometimes you can do all three at once, but you can also get work done. And while games, social, and fitness are already here, work is really the next major category of experiences that we want to unlock to bring VR to the next level. And if we're talking about work,
Speculation.
let's get my boss back in the picture. Hey, Mark.
Hey, the potential here is pretty huge. Like a lot of companies, we're planning for a
I'm looking
future
around. The
where
only way
work
I've
is
seen
more
people do is
distributed.
with like Vibe
But as
trackers or
in-person work
Connect or
ramps
something like
up,
that.
we want everyone to
But
have
that's
the
also a
ability to feel
PC
like they're
setup. So
present, even if they're not
we'll
physically
we'll
there.
find out.
And
We'll find
there
out.
are definitely things that could improve the way that distributed teams actually work together.
I mean, no doubt. There are parts of being around other people that you just can't replace with video calls. It's true for hanging out with friends, too. And it's true for work.
Yeah, I mean, the feeling of presence that you get from VR, even today, can already be better than video chat. The clearest benefit is for communication itself, but it's also great for creative work that's best done in a shared space. Companies are already discovering that VR is uniquely good for this type of stuff.
I mean, it's amazing what's already being done. For example, companies are using VR to plan large-scale in-person events. At Logitech, they used Shapes XR, a collaborative creation app on Quest, to quickly explore
We'll have
different
a
kinds of
further
layouts
look
and
into that
different
later
designs
because
together in real time.
I'm with Watch
Yeah,
Gamer. I
this is
hadn't heard of that
where
before.
VR just lets you do
So if that's
things that
something
aren't
that's
even possible on a
been
2D screen.
around, I
It's a
really
whole
want to
new
see
kind
that.
of creative tool. Puma and New Balance have been designing shoes in VR using Gravity Sketch, one of my favorite 3D design apps on Quest 2. Novartis uses Nanome, a VR molecular design and collaboration app in their drug discovery workflow. And ITC, a part of the United Nations, are running trainings and workshops in Arthur, a virtual office space on Quest 2.
Yeah, you can really collaborate at a distance in a completely new way here. And there's a lot more that we can do to unlock this for teams across all kinds of industries. We built Horizon Workrooms as a first step towards a virtual office in the metaverse. It feels more like being there than any video call. You see more of people's body language, and the spatial audio gives you a sense of each person's place in the room. And you can have side conversations with the people sitting next to you or gesture without physically being there together. It's hard to fully wrap your head around this until you get to experience it.
We've been holding a bunch of our team meetings and workrooms over the last year, and it's amazing how much better it can be. There's just something magical about creating that feeling of being around people. Once you've experienced it, you know it's the future.
So we're continuing to improve the Workrooms experience.
They said they've been using it for the last year. Wasn't there recently a notice that went out that was saying that they had to use
We're
it?
also introducing breakout groups, so your team can shift from a big group presentation into smaller discussions.
Something I heard.
in the
I don't
same
know if
room.
that's true or not.
And with sticky notes for whiteboarding, you're going to be able to have group discussions and brainstorm in ways that you just can't do on video alone. We're also working on a new feature to import and review 3D
I don't know if they
models
completely
in a
killed it.
workroom, which is going to be really
I've only ever
helpful for
seen
design and
one
architecture and
company
all kinds
actually
of other
use
creative
VR
We want this to
for
be more
meetings.
than virtual meeting rooms. It's about the beginning of a virtual
Only
office in the
once.
metaverse. And that's why we're launching your personal office and workrooms today.
So this is where you can focus and get things done. One of the best things about VR is that you can create environments that go beyond.
I feel like
what's
it's nice for
possible in
like
the physical
temporary
world.
meetings.
Of course, that goes for
I don't
productivity
think it
setups,
should
too. So
be
you have
for like
instant
more than
access to your
maybe
perfect
2
workspace
hours
that's set
in the
up
headset
just how
like
you
that.
want, no matter where you are.
Especially
You
for
might only
just
have
a
a
meeting.
13-inch laptop in your physical space.
That's just
But
me.
in your virtual office, you can line up 3 huge models.
It is definitely a
This
very
is great
heavy
at home
pivot.
or at work, and even better when you're traveling. Eventually, we think your Quest could be the only monitor that you'll actually need.
That'll be awesome. We're still early in the shift to working in the metaverse, but the way people can collaborate in workrooms shows that there's an opportunity for a VR headset designed from the ground up to be great for work, as well as playing games and hanging out. All right, Boz, I think it's time. What do you think?
Oh, it's definitely time. Take it from here, Mark.
All right.
Are they showing the new headset?
All right. So this is an important moment. Virtual reality isn't some obscure hobby anymore. Millions of people use it to play games, work out, collaborate, or just have fun. Everyone from the newest indie developers to the most established tech companies are getting into this space. But for virtual reality to really reach its full potential, we need to get to the point where the 200 million people who buy new PCs each year for work can do some or all of their work even better in the metaverse. At Meta, we're focused on building the fundamental technology that will help bring the metaverse to life, whether that's in virtual reality, augmented reality, or the social presence layer across both. What if you could collaborate with colleagues as if you were right there together, even if you were far apart? What if you had that perfect work setup and tools to design new things integrated right into the world around you? What if you could overlay your work and the people you're interacting with right on top of the physical world? This device would help you be more present, more productive, more you. So to deliver this,
It's possible
you
to
need
do
better
like
quality
the meetings and
graphics
stuff in
tech
VR.
that seamlessly works in both
There's a
virtual
few
and
apps that
physical
you can
worlds.
do it
can
with.
interact
I don't
with
remember all
people
their
around
names,
you,
but there's
be
a few
fully
apps you can
immersed
do
when
them
you
with.
want, and flow between states effortlessly. You need something comfortable with much richer ways to communicate. Technology that lets you do things that aren't possible with a laptop and go far beyond what you can do on a phone. And you'd need to be able to really express yourself, react to things naturally, show up in a way that feels authentic to you. I think that this is one of the most exciting technical challenges of our generation. Building technology to deliver that feeling of really being present with people, really being in another place. So we've taken everything we've learned from Quest 2 and designed an all-new headset to do just that.
Sounds like they're about to show it.
This is Meta Quest Pro.
It reminds me an awful lot of the HoloLens, like just the overall design. I don't know if that's just me or not, but it just kind of makes me think of that. Okay.
Quest Pro is the first in our new line of advanced headsets, built to expand what's possible in VR. It takes what people love about Quest 2 and adds a bunch
Okay,
of
I
new
thought it was just
technologies
me.
to help you do more in the metaverse. It's made for collaboration and creativity. It delivers more expression.
It
and a
is
deeper
interesting they don't
feeling
have
of
the
connection than
controllers
any
on
other
top.
technology.
Because usually these
Mixed
little
reality
rings
built
are to
in,
help
it
pinpoint
lets
it,
you do
right?
things that just haven't even been possible before. It's all in a beautiful design that's comfortable to wear. So whether you're looking to work in a new way,
I'm also
or if you
noticing
just
I
want
don't
the
see
very
anything to
best
like block off
experience that's
peripheral
available
vision like
today,
you usually see on headsets.
Quest Pro sets the standard. So to get into the details, let's check in with Angela Chang, who leads our Quest product team. And since this is a big day, let's go somewhere a bit special. This is the new Quest Pro home environment. When you put on your headset for the first time, this is where you'll be. Hey, Angela.
Hey, Mark.
All right, you finally get to show everyone what was in that briefcase at last year's Connect.
Finally, I'm so thrilled we get to bring Quest Pro to everyone. We have completely reimagined the VR headset as a powerful device for productivity, creative work, and multitasking. Quest Pro is our sleekest form factor yet, with a super thin set of
It's an interesting
lenses at the
position for the
front
cameras
and our
there.
first ever
Oh, there's
curved
also
cell
some on the
battery at the
side,
back
okay.
to give it a perfect balance.
Yeah, it feels great from the moment that you put it on.
Right. We wanted to ensure a seamless transition
Oh,
from
temporal
the
lab,
physical world to the
it
virtual.
blocked you. I'll
So
go
our
on
new
that. I'll go on
headset
with that.
design with its open periphery lets you see the physical room you're in. You can quickly jot down a note, grab something on your
I don't
desk,
see
or
any.
just be aware
Is
of what's
it
happening around
specifically
you.
a work headset? Because
You
I
can
don't
also
see any.
use Quest Pro's magnetic light
Oh,
blockers for a more
there it
immersive
is.
experience whenever you like.
We've
That
also
was driving me
redesigned
crazy.
the
I was like,
whole
there's nothing
optical
to block
stack
off
make it
peripheral
better than
vision.
anything we've shipped before. The new pancake lenses work by folding light over several times and let us make the display 40% thinner compared to Quest 2.
The new lenses aren't just thinner, they also put more pixels in the center, giving you sharper, clearer visuals, which makes reading text a whole lot easier.
Yeah, and the LCD displays have 37% more pixels per inch than Quest 2. And thanks to our new local dimming technology, 75% more contrast, with richer and more vibrant colors that just make VR even more engaging. This is also our first
$1
device
million.
to use the new Snapdragon XR2 Plus processor that we worked on with Qualcomm. It's optimized for VR, so Quest Pro runs at 50% more power with better thermal dissipation, which
It
gets
is.
a
It is
significantly
supposed to
better
be a
performance.
significantly more
And this is
expensive
the
headset than
first
the Quest
new
2.
chip from our deep partnership with Qualcomm.
And don't forget, the touch controllers are also new.
Yeah, the controllers are now basically their own computers, which is a bit ridiculous. We've re-engineered them to track themselves and also work a bit more like extensions of your hands.
Yeah, the new sensors track their positioning in 3D space all on their own without using the headset. So you
Does that
can
mean
get a
it'll work, like,
full
behind back and
360-degree
stuff?
range of motion. And they include our new True Touch haptics, which give a wider and more precise range of feedback effects.
So when you pick them up, they also feel a lot more balanced and natural in your hands without that LED ring.
You can even add a stylus tip on the controllers, turning them into tools for writing or sketching. You can try this on the whiteboard in workrooms, where you just flip them around and write directly against your own physical desk.
Yeah, it's a good example
an
of how this
interesting
device
idea.
unlocks entirely new things, like much better collaborative and creative virtual meetings.
Speaking of meetings, we also thought a lot about how to help you keep the headset charged and ready to go the moment you get an incoming call or just want to get something done. So we're including an all-new charging dock that fits great on your workspace and keeps both the headset and controllers charged at the same time.
I'm not gonna lie, I like
Another
that.
key technology for enabling collaborative meetings virtually is mixed reality, where we have to account for both the physical and digital elements.
This
in your
definitely
environment.
seems like a much more of like a
being able to
workspace
blend the
headset,
world
or like
around
a
you with the
business
virtual world
kind of
and
headset,
bring
maybe.
all the creative and expressive power of digital to your physical surroundings. This is a big step forward. Mixed reality is going to power some of the most interesting experiences you can have with Quest Pro. It's the next major step for VR and an important milestone on the path to building the metaverse.
We began the journey to mixed reality when we released Presence Platform, our family of AI-powered tools that help developers build VR experiences that incorporate the physical world.
We built mixed reality into our SDKs for Quest 2 to make it easy for developers to start experimenting. But these experiences are so compelling that you really want a device that's designed from the ground up with them in mind.
Absolutely. Quest Pro uses high-resolution cameras that capture 4 times as many pixels as Quest 2, and an additional RGB camera to turn pass-through into full color, along with a depth system made to understand your environment and work with it.
It's interesting. I like
Yeah,
it.
you can see the people around you, and with scene understanding and anchoring, objects in your room can become part of the virtual experience. This is going to unlock some really interesting new uses. And this is just the beginning for mixed reality. As more developers explore the capabilities in Presence Platform, you're going to see entirely new categories of things getting built.
This is really
Definitely.
cool.
Another
I'm
big
liking
part
it
of
so
Quest
far.
Pro is how much more expressive you can be. You can see here how people's avatars reflect their expressions and reactions. This makes your shared social experiences so much stronger. It's powered by our Movement SDK, our newest addition to Presence Platform.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm eating toast. I'm really hungry.
Movement SDK enables avatars to mimic expressions in real time using Quest
So it
Pro's
has face tracking.
inward-facing
That's cool.
cameras.
And this is really important for that feeling of social presence. When we communicate, all our nonverbal expressions and gestures are often even more important than what we say. And the way we connect virtually needs to reflect that too. Just think about all the little things you pick up when you're with other people, like the moment that they begin to break into a smile, or when they raise their eyebrow as someone says something interesting. Your avatar should be able to express all of that and more.
And eye tracking, that's
Today,
true
our
too.
avatars rely on spatial audio and immersive graphics to help create a sense of social presence. But facial expressions and body language will be total game changers for remote meetings and virtual performances in the metaverse. This is another reason why Quest Pro is a big step forward for communication, including for work. More people work in distributed teams now, and being able to share a space with your coworkers and feel like you're really together is something that's still missing. We spoke a bit before about how Workrooms on Quest 2 is already unique for virtual meetings. It's going to be even more powerful when people's avatars can show more of their facial expressions and body language.
Yeah, one of the challenges for distributed work is how to bring people together to interact in a shared space. If a few people are in a conference room and a few more are dialing in, the experience is just never really that great. So we're building a better way, using everything Quest Pro brings to the table, and we call it Magic Room. It lets you meet in mixed reality and share the same space. You can use a whiteboard, bring in 3D objects. Everyone is present and has the same tools, whether they're in
I don't know
full
if that would
VR
be
or in mixed
compatible
reality.
with the Quest 2, if
We
I'm
think that
honest.
this will
It
help
would be cool
hybrid
if it
teams
was, though.
collaborate, and we're hoping to ship this next year. Now, these are just some of the things that are going to be possible with Quest Pro. This is a high-end device.
Be a cool idea, but
designed
I
for
definitely
work
doubt
and
it.
for people who
I
want the
don't
best
think it would
experience
work
that
with
we
the
can
Quest
build
2.
today. We're really excited to get this into your hands, and it's available for pre-order starting today for $14.99, and it ships on October 25th. Now, we built Quest Pro to be the best device we could make for getting things done. And our hope is to use this product to introduce some of this new technology so that we can get it into our consumer devices over the coming years.
1500.
But what you can see here is the start of a whole new way of working in the metaverse. This will go beyond VR.
I was expecting
because
it to be
people
more
work on all sorts of
expensive, but
devices,
not that
and
much.
You should be able to collaborate and feel present with anyone no matter where they are or what device they're using.
We've updated Workrooms So you can join a virtual office from whatever supported device you're on and still get some of that feeling of social presence in the shared space. It's also going to work with Meta's other main work products, Workplace and Portal.
It's not bad for
to create a
businesses,
unified digital
but
office
I mean,
we think can make distributed work so much better.
I'm curious. They haven't talked anything about like entertainment or gaming
Over the
or
last
anything like
year,
that.
we've been working with dozens of partners to create new experiences for people who are looking to get things done in VR and beyond.
At Connect last year, we spoke about potential for creative people to work in true 3D. And next year, we're going to have a great
I mean, just about
option
any
for
other
that.
VR headset is
Autodesk is
significantly
updating their
cheaper, but at the
collaborative
same
design
time,
review
the
app
Quest does
to
offer
take
a lot more
advantage of
than
the
any
new
other VR
possibilities
headset as
unlocked
well.
by the Quest Pro.
Or the Quest Pro. Did
And
I say
Adobe
Quest 2? I think I
is
said
also
Quest 2.
working to help people get more done in VR. Next year, they'll begin releasing a
They did
suite
say
of
it
apps
wasn't
for
meant for
professional 3D
consumers.
creators, designers, and artists, from collaborative
That
design
it was meant to be
reviews
more
Substance
expensive.
3D modeler using Quest Pro's controllers. And
Yeah.
there's one more partnership that I want to highlight today that I think is going to be really important to the future of the metaverse.
Yeah, I know you've got a special guest lined up to talk about this one, so I'll leave you to it. Have fun.
All right, yeah, I'm excited for this. Thanks, Angela. Microsoft has been at the heart of work and computing since the earliest days, and they're one of the many companies across our
It
industry
did seem like
that are now
it would be
building the
using
future of
a
the
different
metaverse.
type
And
of
as
voice
Quest
because
Pro
they
makes
showed
new
that
kinds of
the
work possible
that the
in
main
VR,
room
I'm
is
really
this in the
excited to be able
background.
to
It's
work
supposed to
with
be different
To
somehow.
talk more about this, I'm here with Microsoft's chairman and CEO, Satya Nadella. Hi, Satya.
Hi, Mark. It's great to be here with you, and congrats on the Meta Quest Pro.
Thanks. I'm glad we can finally share this with the world. Now, we knew early on that we wanted this to be a great device for getting work done, and working with Microsoft is a big part of making that happen. Do you want to share a little bit more about what we're working on together?
Sure. I mean, as you said at Microsoft, we're incredibly excited about the metaverse and how digital and physical worlds are coming together and transforming everything from telehealth to remote maintenance to gaming, and of course, the way we do work. We're taking an approach to ensure that our software can benefit users on all their favorite devices. And that's why I'm so thrilled about what we're announcing today and how we're bringing together the power of many of our most popular productivity tools with the new VR devices you're announcing.
Yeah, so the main reason that we're in this space is that we think that VR can be very powerful for social connection. And with the Quest Pro, we want to bring more of that into the work context as well, where Microsoft already has some incredibly successful products in the market. So why don't we start there?
No, absolutely, Mark. Microsoft Teams is the most ubiquitous advanced platform for work today, and it's becoming essential to how hundreds of millions of people meet, call, chat, collaborate, and do business. And so we're clearly going through a once-in-a-lifetime change in how we work, and every organization today is looking for new ways to reconnect, re-energize their workforce at home, in the office, and everywhere in between. And that's why we are bringing Microsoft Teams immersive meeting experience to MetaQuest in order to give people new ways to connect with each other. You can connect, share, collaborate as though you were
I'll be honest, I
together
wasn't
in
expecting
person.
any
And
Microsoft
in the future,
applications.
you'll be able to use other avatars, including Meta avatars, in immersive experiences in Teams meetings too. Just think about how powerful whiteboarding or brainstorming or even Teams meetups can be in this
Native
space.
team support.
Another
yeah.
piece of this is that we're working on enabling Horizon workrooms for Teams. So people will be able to join
did I
a
just
Teams
drop-
meeting directly from workrooms. And we think that this kind of cross-device, cross-screen experience will be the foundation of the virtual office of the future. But this goes beyond Teams. Another big piece of your work platform is coming to Quest, right?
No, that's absolutely right. We've been thinking about how to bring the power of Microsoft 365
It is very
and
interesting.
Windows
My
365
laptop
to
just
3D
just
spaces
stopped the
to
stream.
really
So
help drive
I'm trying to get
productivity
reconnected
and
real quick.
enable you to create, communicate, and collaborate in completely new
I,
ways.
you know what?
So
I
with
honestly
Microsoft
thought they would
365,
too.
coming to
I
Quest,
did
you'll be
not
able to
see
interact
any.
with sort of content from all your
didn't mean to
favorite
do that.
productivity apps, right? Whether it's Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, giving you even more flexibility in how you collaborate and get work done. And with Windows 365 coming to Quest, you'll have a new way to securely stream the entire Windows experience.
Well, I don't know if is Teams really
including
considered
all
a
the
social app?
personalized apps,
It's only
content
really for
settings to
work.
your
I would
VR
consider
device,
it more of
with
like a
the full power of Windows
productivity
and
app.
Windows applications.
So this is going to be great for anyone who wants to build out their virtual office on Quest Pro. So you'll have a great Microsoft Teams experience through VR, a way to join Teams meetings and workrooms, and you'll have the whole Microsoft 365 suite available too. And for bigger companies who want to roll out VR devices to their employees, we've also got some great news.
Yes, absolutely. Being able to manage and secure all devices connecting to your network is absolutely crucial for any business. And that's just as true for a VR headset as it is for a smartphone or a laptop. Azure Active Directory and Microsoft Intune in combination will support MetaQuest and MetaQuest Pro. This means
that is true. They do advertise Horizon as
these
a product.
devices can be confident.
I think that it
all
would honestly be a
security
lot
and
more.
management options,
I
they
feel like
expect from
Horizon
PCs and mobile
is more like
devices will
in
carry
VR
over
chat,
VR.
where it should be
Now,
considered more of a
there's
social
one
app.
final aspect of our partnership
Like,
that I
I'll
want
be
to talk
honest.
about, and that's
I
gaming.
don't see
That's
Horizon
absolutely
Worlds
right, Mark. I'm
as
really excited about gaming. When you
as
step
a
back,
productivity.
one thing we
app.
have learned is how immersive experiences in gaming can help create real community and connection. In fact, many people are already playing our most popular games like Flight Simulator and Minecraft in VR today. And with xCloud Gaming, you can stream hundreds of games to any device, allowing you to connect with gamers in all new ways, whether they're right next to you or sitting on the other side of the
I'm
world.
not gonna lie, Game Pass is actually kind
And
of cool.
we're partnering to bring the service to MetaQuest Store. You'll be able to play 2D games with your Xbox controller projected on a massive screen on Quest. It's early days, but we're excited for what's
Dude,
to come.
Xbox
Who knows, the next time we
officially
talk,
on
maybe,
a
we'll
Quest
be playing
headset.
Flight Simulator together in VR.
I'm down for that. All right, thanks so much for joining us today, Satya, and thanks for the partnership.
Thank you, Mark.
And there's another element of this relationship that we want to talk about today that's going to play a big part in how businesses begin deploying VR. Accenture has
That
spent the
is
past few
legitimately
years
really cool.
changing
I
how
would
they work.
love.
They've been rolling out new
I would
technologies
absolutely
like
love to
virtual
play.
reality
I would be
workforce
willing to
to
pay for Game
accelerate
Pass
the shift.
just so I could play it on a
And they're
Quest
helping
headset.
other
Why can you
businesses
not do
make
that on
this
a Quest
change
2
too.
though? Are
In
they going to
fact,
drop it for
they
Quest
work
2?
with
I'd love to see them
3/4
do
of the
that.
companies in the Fortune Global 500, so they have a pretty big impact on how many businesses work. And now, Accenture's chair and CEO.
I'm sure there's an
Julie
unofficial way to
is
do
going
it,
to
but
join me to
man,
talk
if they
more
could do
about
an
what's coming
if they
next.
had like an official, app,
Julie.
that'd be awesome.
Hi, Mark. It's great to be here.
It's great to have you.
Yeah, they just showed Game Pass running on the Quest Pro.
You've been growing rapidly over the
Or
last
maybe
few years.
Quest. I don't know if it was
It's been a
specifically
transformative
Quest Pro
period
or
for
all
us.
Quest
We
headsets.
now
I think it was
have
just Quest
more
Pro.
than 700,000 people around the world.
Is it really $1 right now?
Even
Ooh.
prior to the pandemic,
That's
we were
tempting.
probably the largest global company with a truly remote
Oh yeah, they
workforce.
usually
And we saw
do
the
it for like
potential
$1 near
for
the end of the
new
year, don't they?
technology to support the way we work.
So I don't think
in
that's the first time they've
2019,
done
We
that.
started working with Microsoft to imagine a virtual space where our people could get together. Obviously, this became even more important in 2020. And since then, we've deployed 60,000 Quest 2 headsets. And we have transformed our onboarding process, welcoming over 150,000 people onto our virtual campus that we call the Nth Floor, which we believe is
The
the
Nth
largest
Floor.
enterprise use of the metaverse. This provides a more dynamic immersion for our new team members, and our research shows
this Alt
a
Space?
far
What is
more
this?
memorable one. People retain up to 1/3 more information when it's within an immersive experience.
Watching what you've been doing.
I didn't see
scale has been
what company this
We
was.
think
It
that
looked
working
like
in the
Alt
metaverse
Space.
will let you do things that aren't possible with distributed teams today. And bringing together hardware, software, and services is going to be the first step.
Absolutely, Mark. We believe that the metaverse will not only change how people work, it will
Oh, deal on
also
recurring account.
profoundly change every
I will
part
say though,
of
I don't
every
use my
business.
Xbox as much as I
Reinventing how
used to
you
though.
interact with customers, what products and services you offer, how
They're getting a
you
lot more
make
into
and
like
distribute
PC
them,
and VR
how you
gaming.
engage with your people, from employee onboarding and training
Mostly
to
VR.
collaboration and personal productivity. And
Only in the
VR
past
will
week
play
did I
a
finally start
huge role.
touching just
Yeah,
standard
VR
2D
has been
PC games
especially
again.
useful for training, and that's going to get even better with mixed reality. And we're excited to work with you on more use cases and to talk about the next stage of our partnership.
We're excited too. After what we've learned, we know there's a huge opportunity for our clients. Now we'll be partnering with Meta and Microsoft to help businesses create new experiences in the metaverse at scale.
I still have the
This is a
I still have my
perfect
One
trifecta.
S.
The advances in
But
Meta's
it's been
visionary
unplugged for
hardware and
quite some time.
software,
There's
coupled with
there's
the
more to that story,
integration
but
with
I haven't
Microsoft's
used it
market-leading
in quite some
technology
time.
And Accenture's unmatched expertise, bringing the best of tech to industry to create practical, real-world uses and unlock
Shadow
tangible
PC.
value. This will be game-changing for
Dude,
scaling
I don't know
the
many people
metaverse
who
in the
use Shadow
enterprise.
PCs. I heard
The
it.
future
Shadow
work is
PCs
starting
usually
now.
run pretty well,
we want
depending
our
on where you are.
devices to
I
be
know that
easy for
Shadow
companies of all
does not run
sizes
very
to
well,
buy,
where I
deploy,
live.
and use.
I've tried it.
Next year,
but
we'll launch Quest for Business.
I've heard for a lot
which
of
is
people it
currently in
runs really
beta.
well.
It's a subscription bundle for Quest 2 and now Quest Pro that includes a suite of features like
At
work
least last I
accounts,
checked.
device
I haven't
application
tried it in a
management,
few
premium
months. So.
support, and more. Quest for Business will also unlock access to integrations like we just announced with Microsoft, as well as others in the future. It's going to be priced to suit the needs of different businesses, and we're going to be sharing more details over the coming months.
This is exactly what companies want and need to make the metaverse and VR for work a reality. As one of the largest users of Microsoft
relaunch of
technologies
Quest
and
Business.
Quest 2 headsets for business, we've seen firsthand the impact on how they can change the way you do business. And we're looking forward to further integrating and shaping the many ways enterprises adopt them at scale. This collaboration
I'd
is
last
a
tried,
very
I think it was
exciting
earlier this
opportunity for
year,
our
maybe
three
around like
companies
March or
to
April.
bring the future to life for enterprises.
Let me check real quick.
businesses,
Maybe
and
they've
our
updated now. It
customers.
works a little better.
And this is just the
Because
start.
at the time
This has the
they had
potential to
even like a little
accelerate the future of
notification when I
work
put
for
in
so
my
many
location
enterprises.
that said
Thanks so much
it's
for
probably not
joining
going to
us,
work
Julie.
well where you
Thanks,
live.
Mark.
They were
Now,
completely right.
we've spoken a lot about how Quest Pro opens up new possibilities for work, but that's far from the only thing it's going to enable. Now, we can't wait to see what kind of experiences developers will be able to build.
I originally
in
tried
mixed
because they have
Beat
a
Saber.
Quest
It's already
application. I
one of
think
the
it's on
most popular
SideQuest,
VR games
and
of
that's
all
why I
time.
tried it.
And now imagine what it'll be like when you can turn wherever you are into a Beat Saber arena. So the Beat Games team put together a little demo.
I wake up to the sound of the silence that allows for my mind to run around with my ear up to the ground. I'm so
Now, this gives you a glimpse of what's possible. And because we want everyone to be able to create things for the metaverse, not just professional developers, we're working on creator tools as well. Hundreds of thousands of creators.
I mean, I don't get
already use
I don't get
Spark
like the
AR
little
to build
warning that I
AR
used to
effects
saying
on
that it
Facebook
doesn't
and
work very
Instagram.
well in my location.
They have
so maybe
years
it,
of
maybe
experience
it does work
blending the physical and digital worlds, which is a core
I'll give
part
that
of the
another shot.
metaverse. So starting today, we're giving creators the ability to build interactive 3D objects in Spark Studio and begin testing them in mixed reality with the Spark Player. With virtual worlds becoming accessible across all your devices, with Quest Pro bringing mixed reality to the world,
I do get occasional
and with the
internet
future of work
dropouts,
emerging
so
in the
I don't know how
metaverse,
well that would work
we have
for me.
a lot to build in the coming
But
years.
usually
Now, to
it
find out
works
what's
pretty
next
well.
on the roadmap, we're going to need to shift gears. So if you're joining us in VR, hold tight, and I'll see you in a second.
I tried joining in VR.
Hey, we're here together in Horizon, and this is the first time that we've done this at Connect. And this is a preview of our next generation of avatars. They're so much more
They actually
expressive
have
and
legs.
detailed than anything else today, and they have this unique meta style to them. Now, it's a lot of work to build AI to auto-generate these for billions of people, and then give everyone the tools to make sure that your avatar feels like your own. But I'm excited to start rolling these out later next year on phones, VR headsets.
It is
and more.
really scary. I'm not even gonna
So,
lie.
while I'm excited for this next generation of avatars, we are also seeing a lot of developers and partners building great experiences with our current generation of avatars as well. So now, let's meet up with Igarim, who leads our avatars work, to discuss the latest on our avatars and what you can do with them. Hey, Igarim.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, want to update everyone on the latest with the avatars ecosystem?
Yes, we have so many exciting things going on. Our first milestone is making it so you could use your avatar across all of our apps and in VR. The new Meta Account Center
Yeah,
already
the
allows you
facial
to have one or
expressions are
multiple
not
avatars.
perfect.
So you could show up however you want. And if you have one avatar you really like, you can now easily sync it across all the apps and in Horizon.
Nice. All right, let's talk a bit more about the integrations that we're building for the apps.
Already see avatars showing up in stickers, stories, comments, and more across Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, and in the future, WhatsApp. And we're working on bringing them more to life through animation and to more places like, for example, Reels. We want you to be able to use avatars anywhere you want to express yourself.
And we're also bringing avatars to video chat.
That's right. Starting with
What?
Messenger and WhatsApp, if you want, you'll be able to show up as an avatar. It's going to add a whole new dimension to video chat.
Yeah, I think avatars and video chat are going to be like this third mode between video on and video off. You can still express yourself and react, but you're not
Why
on
would
camera,
you not just
so
use
it's kind of
a
like a
regular
better camera
video?
off mode.
Yeah, we're working on this now and expect to launch it next year.
And in virtual reality, there's already head and hand positions, so your avatar moves and sounds like you. And now we want to bring that to phones and computers too, using cameras and microphones. So if you wink at your phone, your avatar on your phone should wink too.
Making your avatar work across all kinds of devices and apps truly creates continuity across experiences.
Yeah, you should be able to take your avatar and virtual goods everywhere that you go.
Absolutely. There are already dozens of apps on Quest that support Meta avatars, and we're building partnerships so you can use your avatar across lots of different experiences. And in fact, today we're announcing partnership with Zoom that will let you show up as your
Zoom is
avatar on Zoom
another
calls.
spot.
So to make this easier, we're extending the Meta Avatars
Yeah,
SDK
it's
to
it's
iOS
almost
and
certainly
Android
anime.
on
I'm pretty
Unity.
sure.
And I'm also excited to share that the Meta Avatar SDK will soon support Unreal Engine and virtual reality too. These expansions will make it a lot easier for more developers to start building meta avatars into your apps.
Yes, we're testing this with a small group of partners now and plan to
I
release this
I wasn't
more
very
broadly
fond
next
of
year.
Zoom when it first came out.
Yeah,
I'm
so
still
right
not
now,
very
a lot
fond
of
of it,
developers are
and now
building their
Zoom is
own
like more
avatar
popular than
systems, and the
popular
tools
than
that you
Skype
can import
somehow.
are pretty basic. But over the next year or two, as all these new tools and styles become available, and as the hundreds of people that we have working on avatars keep improving the system, I just think that more and more developers are going to find building with our interoperable avatar stack will offer a much simpler and better experience. And speaking of making it easy to add new styles, we have some news about the Avatar Store too.
The Avatar Store is launching
Wait,
in VR
did they
later
say
this
UE
year,
support for
so
Meta
you'll
avatars?
be able to shop for virtual clothing in VR. We're
I was
joining
looking
with
at something.
a bunch of partners across sports, entertainment,
Is there
and
actually
more.
Unreal Engine support for
You're
Meta
gonna
avatars
start
now?
seeing a lot more of your favorite familiar brands. These integrations, they're gonna be pretty
Huh.
awesome.
And later this year, keep a lookout in the Avatar store for new outfit releases from Netflix.
Giving people more ways to express themselves through digital clothing will help kickstart the marketplace for interoperable
don't
digital
know.
goods. So if you buy a sweater, you're going to want to be able to
I
wear
don't
that on your
know.
avatar no matter what app you're using. So we're going to see more creators, developers, and brands experimenting with this. And beyond clothes,
I have a few
we're also
reservations
improving
about
the core avatars themselves
these
across the whole
avatars
family
in
of
Unreal
apps.
Engine.
Mark, I'm sure you've seen the new face shapes we introduced earlier this year, as well as cochlear implants,
they look like bobbleheads all of a
over-the-ear
sudden?
hearing aids, and wheelchairs.
Yeah, and
Is
with
that
some
just me
big
that
improvements
like
to
their heads suddenly
representation
look
coming
way
too,
bigger than the rest of their
with
bodies?
More options for body types, as well as shaders for more realistic skin. There's one more feature coming soon that's probably the most requested feature on our roadmap. Legs.
Legs! I know you've been waiting for this.
I think everyone has been waiting for this. But seriously, the legs are hard, which is why other virtual reality systems don't have them either. And the perceptual science behind this is actually quite interesting. And we discovered early on that your brain is a lot more willing to accept a rendering of a part of you as long as it's
I
accurate
agree.
position.
I'd be concerned.
But if it's
I'd be
rendered in the
concerned
wrong
about
place, then
the
it just feels terrible. It breaks
because
the
this looks a
whole
lot
feeling
more
of
animated
presence
to me, and
immersion.
Unreal Engine
So that's why we started off
doesn't
showing
really look very
just
animated
controllers,
usually.
but not your whole arms.
Yeah, if the system showed my elbow in the wrong place, it would feel like my arm was broken.
Yeah, but as we got better at tracking and predicting your arm position, then we can add your whole arms to the avatar stack in addition to your hands. And now we're doing the same with legs.
And now we're getting ready to launch the first full body avatars.
Yeah, so with standalone virtual reality headsets, understanding your leg position is surprisingly difficult because of occlusion. So if your legs are under a desk or if your arms block your view of them, then your headset can't see them directly and you need to build an AI model to predict your whole body position.
And this really needs to work reliably, so it just feels natural.
Yeah, so that's why we're going to bring legs to Horizon first. And we're going to keep bringing them to more and more experiences over time as we improve our technology stack.
And we will bring new tech that lets developers implement custom avatar actions and behaviors for the experiences they want to create. That's coming next year, too. And I'm looking forward to seeing what all of you will build.
All right, thanks for stopping by, Igaram.
We have a lot to do, so I'll see you in the next review.
Great, see ya.
Yeah,
Avatars are
they
gonna be central
said
to how we
legs real
express
briefly, and then they started talking about elbows all
And
of a
this is a
sudden.
unique opportunity to build some really interesting
That was
things
so
at the
weird.
intersection of expression,
Hey, look,
social interaction,
we have
creation,
legs.
and commerce.
And also,
With
we
Horizon
have
Worlds and
elbows.
We're already starting to see early glimpses of what this social metaverse could look like. Just check out some of the things that are happening already. Creators are building social spaces like the Soapstone Comedy Club, the Stew, a hip-hop recording studio.
It does sound like
Nope
a full body plugin
and
or
a
something
whole
like
lot
that.
more. And as this social-first platform takes shape, we're thinking about the virtual space that you will call home. When you first put on your VR headset or open Horizon, you're going to land in your own personal space, somewhere that you can design and decorate and make your own, invite your friends to hang out, get work done, or just relax and use it to jump into any experience. All right, now let's take a look at what's next. With Quest Pro, our next generation avatars, and Horizon Worlds, we're making good progress on two of the most powerful windows into the metaverse: virtual reality for full immersion, and mixed reality for blending physical and virtual worlds. Looking towards the future, the last set of experiences that need to get built is augmented reality, where you see digital objects overlaid perfectly on the world around you. Now, the fundamental technologies across the stack to build full augmented reality glasses are coming together. The waveguide displays, sensors, silicon, AI, and more. I've seen a lot of these pieces working in the lab, and it's awesome. Now, I think that this is some of the most amazing technology in existence right now, and it's going to be really neat to see it come together into products over the next few years. Other pieces are coming along nicely too, like our Spark software that's already being used by creators to build AR experiences that more than 750 million people engage with monthly in our mobile apps. And developers are going to be able to start building a lot more mixed reality experiences on the path to full AR using Quest Pro. Now, one thing that makes AR so hard is that the form factor needs to be something that you wear outside, around other people, and potentially all day long. And that's different from where VR is today. Glasses need to be relatively small to look and feel good. So we're approaching building augmented reality glasses from two different angles. The first is building out all the technology we need for full AR glasses and then working to fit it into the best glasses form factor we can. The second approach is starting with the ideal form factor and working to fit more and more technology into it over time. And we took our first step forward on this last year when we partnered with EssilorLuxottica to introduce Ray-Ban Stories.
Are
Ray-Ban
those
Stories are
yeah,
our
that's one of
first
the ones
ever
with the
smart
cameras in them.
glasses. You can take photos and videos, share them to Instagram, listen to music, or even take phone calls. But what sets them apart is the design of these glasses.
Looks like they're
that
starting to
people
get into more
already
of their
know
augmented
and love.
reality stuff.
Now, this is just the first product to come from our partnership. And to talk more about what's coming, let's catch up with Rocco Basilico, the Chief Wearables Officer at EssilorLuxottica. Hey, Rocco, great to see you again.
Great to be back, Mark. Ray-Ban Stories had a fantastic first year. With Meta, we introduced a beautiful pair
I'll
of
be honest, I don't really like
with superpowers.
augmented reality in
And
phones.
we keep
Once
launching
they're
new software
like
updates
in
to make the product
cameras
even better.
or
Soon
like
we are
in glasses
launching
that
the
you can wear a
ability
little
to
bit more
call our
comfortably,
text on Ray-Ban
I think at that
with your
point
existing phone number.
I'll be a little
So
bit
you
more
can stay
interested in augmented
connected and
reality.
stay in the moment
It's
hands-free.
using it on the phone I really
We are
don't like
also running
personally.
out Spotify tab playback so you can listen to music on your glasses more easily. You can tap and hold on the side of your glasses to
I
play
do like the
Spotify.
technology though. The whole idea of what augmented reality can do is really neat.
And if you want to hear something else, tap and hold again and Spotify will recommend something new.
And you also keep launching new designs.
Yes, we have added more style, lens, and color combination, including transition lenses for all the use that go from clear to dark in seconds.
So this is the first product that we built together, but we've got bigger plans. So do you want to give a hint of where we're going?
Well, we are working together on a new set of glasses to build a portal to the metaverse. It's an exciting multi-year project.
And this is different from what we're already doing with Project Nazare.
We view
Yeah,
our
once
partnership with
AR
Meta
becomes
as a deep, long-term
becomes easily
partnership.
wearable, I'll be
Together,
interested.
we will help bring augmented reality to life with beautiful design.
I'll be honest,
thanks,
I kind
Rocco.
of see
Really
augmented
great
reality
call
as like
for
an eventual replacement for phones, personally.
A lot of the underlying
Because
technology
you
for
can
the
do
future
a
of
lot of the same.
computing is
Because
still in the
at
research
least in my
phase.
mind, I see
We have
augmented
working
reality as
demos
being
of
able
this
to
stuff,
do
and
a
it's
lot of the
pretty
same things you can
mind-blowing.
do with the phone,
And it wouldn't
just a
connect
lot
if we
more
didn't share
portably
some of that
and
with
a
you.
lot more
So
comfortably.
let's start with one of the technologies that we think is going to be really important for the future.
I don't know if that's
I've
just me
talked
or
a
not,
lot
but that's
about
just
neural
the way I've
interfaces
always
in our
envisioned like
research on
AR in
EMG
the
before.
future.
And we now have a working demo that lets you control an AR or VR device with motor neuron signals. Now, I'm not going to show you the headset this year, but here's what I'm seeing while I'm using this.
Wait,
Just
what is
the
this?
gentlest flick of my thumb.
Oh, it's like
to
a
check
AR
my
controller.
messages. And with another quick movement, I can answer while I'm on the move.
Yeah, that's
or
what
I
it looks
can
like.
Even take a photo. Now, the goal here is to make these interfaces faster, higher bandwidth, and a lot
I'll be
more
honest, I'm a little concerned too about like the the prospect of like hidden cameras.
All right,
like
so
that.
to close us out today, let's check in with Michael to talk about our progress here and what still needs to get solved. Hey.
Hi, Mark. The future that all that new technology is creating is one that will change the world every bit as much as personal computing and mobile did.
Yeah, and a big part of this is going to be building next generation interfaces, like the neural interface EMG demo that we just showed.
That's right. And there's an important lesson to be learned from personal computing. What we saw there was that the interface to the digital world, the graphical user interface, was what defined the user experience and opened up new possibilities. Our challenge is that GUIs just can't do the job for glasses that have to work in all the situations we encounter in the course of a day.
I mean, yeah, it is easy to do, but like
In addition
you
to
start
new
dropping into
interfaces, we're
cameras and
also
stuff.
going to
Now
need
it's
a
easily
whole layer
accessible,
that
or
can sense
cameras
and
into
reconstruct
like
the world
glasses and
around
stuff.
you,
Now it's easily
understand
accessible
the
for
context in
everyone.
which you're using these devices, and also just help you get things done when you have these digital capabilities mixed with the physical world. And this is really the job for AI.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's really not
In
much
the
that
long
can be
run,
done about
I'm
cameras.
confident
I
that
think
the most powerful way to
you know,
interact with the
especially if
metaverse
augmented
will be
reality
through
is eventually going to
personalized
become
AI.
a lot more
Thanks to
of
the
a common
glasses,
thing.
AI will be able to
You're
understand
absolutely
your
right. There's not
context
much
and
that
will
can be
use
done
that
about
to help you
cameras.
proactively. Ideally, so seamlessly that you won't even notice. Now, combine that with electromyography technology, EMG, which uses the neuromuscular signals through your wrist directly as inputs, and you have an intuitive, almost frictionless interface. This will be the first truly human-centered interface. And a big part of that is that you won't have to learn how to use a rigid control scheme. Instead, the machine will learn and adapt to you as you use it. In neuroscience, this concept is known as co-adaptation. And what that means to all of us is that by combining machine learning with neuroscience, this future interface will work with each user to adapt to their unique differences in physiology, sizes, preferences, and expectations. Here, you can see two people playing an arcade game with EMG. They're both using the same gesture, but because no two people are exactly alike, they do it in slightly different ways. The neural interface continuously gets better over time at understanding each person. The potential for co-adaptation extends beyond normal gestures into some truly novel territory. Here, the algorithm is learning in real time how to respond to the EMG signals the person is sending with only the slightest of hand movements. The system is recognizing the actions the person has decided to perform by decoding those signals at their wrist and translating them into digital commands. And now, the person is able to communicate their intended actions to the computer with almost no hand movement. This is a genuine transformation in the way we interact with the digital world.
Yeah, this has the potential to redefine a lot of how we interact with computers. You know, if you think about the step change in capability that came with the mouse and graphical user interface, this should be another big step beyond that in speed and the bandwidth of our interfaces. And you know, this is one of the wildest projects I think that we're working on.
These future interfaces will be truly life-changing. An example that I love is Carnegie Mellon University's NavCog project to help the visually impaired. Our Project Aria research classes can 3D map their surroundings, so CMU used them to build phone maps that enable the visually impaired to navigate more confidently indoors, where GPS signals often don't reach. Here's a look at how this works.
For years, I've gotten around with the assistance of my guide dog, Flirt.
I love and depend on her dearly, but a guide dog is not a navigation system.
Juice bar is on your right.
Navcog can change that.
There is a ramp, 140 feet.
What we're working on is a turn-by-turn assistive technology that we've developed at Carnegie Mellon University. We teamed up with Reality Labs and Meta and started using their Project Aria research glasses to build a 3D map of the Pittsburgh International Airport. The maps help the user figure out where they are without having to rely so heavily on external beacons. This is huge because it makes Navcog scalable.
Navcog gives me the freedom to go where I need to go.
You have arrived.
It really helps me regain my independence.
All right, so this is a great example of how, when you're building these systems that are oriented around people and how we experience the world, it opens up all of these new avenues to help us do more. Because it turns out that the things that you need to do to model reality, like being able to sense the world around you and understand the context for how it all fits together, that's the same thing that you need to augment human capabilities too.
I have not heard that saying.
Macular degeneration runs in my family, so I may actually be using the fruits of this research
that they had said, was
one
it?
day.
I don't.
Helping the hearing impaired is also on the horizon, and
Can't tell if there was
that's
something I
another
just
thing
missed.
that runs in my family. I didn't set out to build glasses for my future self, but it does seem to be working out that way. There's so much more that the interface of the future will bring us, like the ability to right-click on a real object to find out information about it, control our devices without looking down, and get proactive assistance from a personalized digital assistant. We will one day be using this interface to do everything we do now, but more easily, plus a ton of things we haven't even thought of that we'll consider indispensable.
Yeah, so one example is being able to build and manipulate complex 3D objects. And this is central to the metaverse, but it's hard to build 3D objects from scratch. It's much quicker and easier to just use physical objects.
I can't do it very well, so.
Today, there's no easy way to do that. So we're researching 2 different technologies to solve that problem. The first one uses machine learning-based neural radiance fields to reconstruct the appearance of a 3D object from multiple 2D images taken at different angles. This method can reproduce even the finest details of an object.
All right, so we're gonna scan Teddy, not just because he's super cute, but also because he's got the right dimensions and level of detail for what we're trying to replicate. So here's how it works. So we just scan him on the phone, and that's about it. Right now, this takes some processing time, so we got it ready beforehand so we could check it out. Oh, wow. The level of detail on this is impressive. You can kind of see all these fine elements of it, like each
It looks
individual
so weird
strand
in
of
that
its
environment.
hair. And you can even see through the semi-transparent bow tie that he has on. It's pretty awesome.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful
But at the same
reproduction.
time, it looks
The
so
second
weird for the
technology
environment.
Captures geometry and appearance directly.
So here we used a different technique called inverse rendering to scan an object into its digital twin and then bring it into augmented and virtual
Oh, that's kind of
reality.
cool. Did
And
it,
it
the
responds
leaves kind of
dynamically
brightened
to the
up too
lighting
with
in
the
VR
light.
environment, and when you throw it in the air against a wall or bounce off the
It does.
ground, it's
You
going to
know what it
respond
almost
the
looks
same way that the
it
physical
almost
object
to me
would.
looks like
So
it
it's
looks like it's a
smart to put the
2D picture
virtual
and it's
object
just like
next to the
going
physical one
between
here.
different
They're
2D
almost
pictures.
identical.
Neither approach is real-time yet, and each has its limitations. But the goal is to let you quickly and easily make physical objects a part of your virtual world. Of course,
That is really
the
cool
most
though. I
interesting
like the
virtual
level of
elements
detail
all
that it has
are other
though.
people in the form of avatars. And as you mentioned earlier, avatars will come in a variety
Or I guess
of
how
styles,
accurate it is,
but
I guess.
One thing I know for sure is that avatars that are photorealistic representations of users would be the most powerful remote connection technology that has ever existed. They would create
I mean, I've seen
genuine social
applications that do the
presence
same
in the
thing
sense
on
of
phones
making
and
you
stuff.
feel
I will say though,
at
I
a
don't
gut
think
level
I've seen
like
one
you are
that can
literally with
transfer
other
over to
people.
VR. That
And it would
part I think is
span
pretty cool.
personal distances in a way video conferencing
At least
can
not
only
that
dream
easily,
of.
I suppose.
This is one reason we believe the metaverse is going to be by far the most social computing platform. It's fundamentally about people and about being with people. So we're going to be able to teleport anywhere and be with anyone no matter how far apart we physically are. And I think that this is the ultimate goal of social technology. And you're right, one of the keys that will unlock this is avatars that truly represent us.
So, last year, we showed you
Yeah, I
early
remember
progress on full-body codec avatars.
Do it professionally?
And
Yeah.
what sets codec avatars apart from other high-quality avatars that you might have seen is that they're fully drivable. So that means that they're not limited to preset movements or expressions. This is an avatar that you can control live in real time with no need to render or export video. So it can photorealistically reproduce individual people rather than just generic characters that artists designed.
Of course, securing your avatar will be critical. We're already thinking about things like encryption and tying your avatar to an authenticated account.
So the whole process.
But beyond privacy,
Yeah,
we've continued to develop this technology.
People who are
For
able to do
example,
those scans like
it's now
that's
possible to
amazing.
change
I've
your
seen
virtual
people
outfit
who
whenever
can
you
do
want.
it. I cannot.
Cool as that is, it's the face, expressions, eye contact, slight motions that is most quintessentially
Yeah, if you do it
human.
professionally,
We're
that's
putting
pretty
a lot
amazing.
of research into making the faces of our codec avatars truer to our physical forms. Mark, do you want to show us the latest in codec faces?
Yeah, definitely. Last year during our visit to the lab in Redmond, I saw the second generation of our codec avatars.
I think they showed that
these
at the
second-generation
event last year
avatars
too.
are pretty
didn't they?
amazing, right? They're much closer to
Maybe it was
how you
earlier
might
this year.
want to show up in a setting like a work meeting. So I made one of myself. Now we've made them a lot more expressive. And not just simple things like looking left, right, up, down.
Small
but also
trick
the
stuff.
nonverbal
All right.
cues that we rely on to communicate with each other and understand tone. Things like raising an eyebrow, squinting, widening my eyes, or scrunching my nose. These avatars are way better at capturing those subtleties that define physical interactions. They're just much more natural. And being able to control the lighting on the avatars adds another dimension of life to them. When we move the light around, you can see how it interacts with my hair, or reflects on my skin, and you can even see it in my eyes. Now, these are awesome, but they also take a really long time to generate. So we're working on something that's a lot quicker for people to use. And we've made a lot of progress with what we call instant avatars. So here's Autumn from our RL Labs team doing a demo of the process to show exactly what goes into this.
These are much quicker and easier to make. All you need for the scan is your phone, and you can pretty much do this anywhere with reasonable lighting. She scans her face from different angles with a neutral expression for about 30 seconds, then spends another minute and a half making a variety of expressions. And that's really all there is to it.
Hi guys, my 3D avatar is ready for use in my phone or VR. It just took a few hours to generate after my scan, and
Yeah,
the team's working
I
on
know,
making that
lighter.
processing a whole lot faster. Now, obviously, this isn't the same quality as you just saw with the 2.0 codec avatars. However, they're still pretty expressive and realistic. We're putting a whole lot of effort into developing these so anyone can easily create their own high-quality, realistic avatar for themselves.
All right, thanks, Autumn. Now, this is some of the most inspiring stuff
This
that
is going
I
to
feel like we
take,
get to work
um,
on. So it's
what's it
great
called?
that we're at the stage now where the research foundations that
remember what
we've
it's
laid over
called.
the past years are really starting to show up in real products.
For sure. There's still plenty left to do, and everything we've just talked about is still research. It may or may not end up in our products,
even remember what
but
it's called.
it's
What?
definitely a glimpse of where technology is headed. Thanks,
Th-
Mark.
this could take deepfakes to another level.
All right, so that just about wraps Connect 2022. Last year, we laid out our vision for the future. And this year, we're taking another big step on the path to get there. What we shared today is the first move towards the 200 million people who get new PCs every year, one day working in the metaverse.
I was looking at something
We're still
real quick.
early in this journey. The products that we showed today are a part of a roadmap that extends far into the future. Quest for consumers, Quest Pro for work and people who want the best VR experience that we can build today, and Ray-Ban Stories for smart glasses. And there are going to be more releases in each of these lines in the years to come, as well as whole new categories of products built for augmented reality and neural interfaces. This is an exciting time to be working on the metaverse. We're investing in this because we believe that there's massive potential here, and we want to bring the best engineers, developers, artists, and like-minded partners together to help build this future. We're at the beginning of a new era in computing. Major shifts like this don't come around that often, but we're starting to see one now, and it's going to shape how people connect for decades to come. I want to discuss two values that we believe in deeply that you can expect us to bring to this work. The first is putting people at the center of everything we build. We believe that the next computing platform has the potential to be more social and more human than anything that's come before, if we build it correctly. That's why so much of what we've shown today
I know.
is about improving how we connect and
Starts
interact.
getting other
Building
people's
out
faces and
Horizon,
stuff.
social infrastructure for the metaverse, prioritizing hardware.
I'm like, this is
that
really
supports facial
cool.
expressions and high contact,
But
creating new ways.
it's
for
gonna
people
create
to
some
meet and
deepfake problems if you make
collaborate
it
at work,
this easily
designing
accessible.
new avatars and photorealistic avatars. These are things that you prioritize if you're focused on helping people connect. So while the underlying technology is pretty inspiring by itself, the reason that we're in this is because it can bring you closer to other people. This is our company's DNA.
Looks like other people are
It's in
starting to drop
every
out
service
of
we
the
build.
live stream.
Your
I was looking at
friends
the
on
little counter in the
Facebook,
top
your
left. It was
followers
starting
on
to go
Instagram,
down.
Your family on WhatsApp. It's always about people. And that's how we hope to build the metaverse too. The second value is openness. In every generation of computing, there's been an open ecosystem and a closed ecosystem. There was Windows and Mac, then Android and iOS. Closed ecosystems focus on tight control and integration to create unique experiences and lock-in, although most of that value ends up flowing to the platform over time. Open ecosystems create value and grow through many companies working together, developers having lots of choices, and ultimately more people sharing in the upside of what is created. An interesting thing about the history of computing is that different models have won out in different periods. It's not predetermined which will be the primary one this time around. But as someone who has experience building under both models, I strongly believe that an open, interoperable
just streamed
metaverse
this
built by
episode.
many different developers and companies is going to be better for
Are
everyone.
those are
As
those
you can see
software
today,
for
from all of the different partners that
for
we're
like
working
deepfaking
with,
and things like that?
I see our role as not just helping to build this open ecosystem.
That's what it sounds
but
like,
making
but-
sure that the open ecosystem wins out in this next generation of the internet. Philosophically, we've always been about building in the open. We'd rather show the progress we're making and talk about the challenges we're still working through. We don't have all the answers because some of them just don't exist yet. We're all on this journey together. So if you care about technology and how it can help us connect, if you want to help build a world where we can all experience things that haven't been possible before, if you believe in a future where we can all do more and be more present, then I
Oh,
hope that
different
you're
AI
just as
solutions.
excited
Gotcha.
as I am. So thank you for being a part of this journey, and we'll see you again soon.
It looks like it's the end of the Connect.
It is my pleasure to welcome you once again to MetaConnect. Thank you, our passionate community of creators and developers, for joining us today as we celebrate a year of innovation and take a look at all of what lies ahead for all of us. I'm Melinda Davenport, Internal Comms Director at Meta, and I'm honored to help guide you through all of the exciting announcements,
this part?
sessions, and speakers still to come today. So stay tuned for our Developer State of the
Just in
Union
time.
and nearly 30
Oh, it's the Developer
technical
State of the
sessions
Union.
covering the topics you care about most. Plus, Reality Labs Consulting Chief Technology Officer John Carmack will share his unscripted thoughts on the future of technology. You definitely don't want to miss a minute. This is also the first time you can experience Connect from inside Horizon Worlds. Now, many of you have been
We'll
watching
try
right now
again.
from
From what I
Metasphere.
understood, there was
Hello
supposed to be
everyone
more
in
that
the
was supposed to
metaverse.
happen
And to
after the
everyone else, you
event
can always
in
grab your
Horizon
MetaQuest
World.
2.
So we'll try
jump in
we'll try
and
again real
start
quick.
exploring
If
for
any of you guys are
yourself.
gonna be
Because
staying
today
to see
is all
that,
about this community.
I'll try real
Everyone
quick right
watching,
now.
Building, creating,
second.
discovering, collaborating,
Um,
and innovating together. Now, in the spirit
So
of
there was
collaboration,
something I
invited
want
one
to
of
check.
your
I'll go and
very
leave
own
this
to
in the
join me.
background.
She is a
I know no
creator whose
GTA
viral
info.
hits
That is kind of disappointing. Hold on, let me pause this. There was something I was curious about because they mentioned the Quest Pro, but they didn't really talk about like any specifications about. Like the most that they said was what was it, like 30% more pixels per inch and things like that. Like they didn't go real into detail. I like Apple products, but at the same time, I'm like, you know, when it's a little vague like that, I'm like, I don't know. Let me see here. Let's see. premium comforts, transformative mixed reality. Is mixed reality supposed to be the? I'm still so confused on what mixed reality is supposed to be. Is it a mix between AR and VR? How do those mix? That's the thing that always gets me. I feel like we need AR and VR. I don't really get what mixed reality is supposed to be. Anyways, let's see. Natural expression. Real-time expression tracking allows your more RAM. Is that down below? Oh, here we go. Wait. Have I not seen that yet? Let's go down this real quick. Let's see. Natural expression. I'm assuming this means face tracking. Smiles, eyebrow raises, winks, and all. Meta Quest Touch Pro controller. So yeah, it probably doesn't work with the Quest 2. I like Tony Stark glasses, create simulations, or bring your computer to 3D. Yeah, but is that not just augmented reality, just in the form of a headset? I don't know if that's just me. To me, mixed reality just sounds like augmented reality, except you're supposed to be using a headset instead. It sounds like the same thing to me. I don't know if that's just me. I don't know if there's really a reason for it to be called mixed reality when it's in a headset instead. It's just sounds like augmented reality, just with more advanced hardware. Let's see. Next generation optics. You'll immediately notice better visual clarity. We slimmed down the optical stack by over 40% compared to Quest 2 using our innovative patented pancake lens and optics technology. Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't know if that's just a me thing or not. Maybe I'm just making a fuss where there doesn't need to be one. Let's see. High performance hardware with great hardware, 10 advanced VR MR sensors, spatial audio, 256 gig storage, 12 gigs RAM, and a Snapdragon XR2 Plus processor that delivers 50% more power. Okay. Backwards. Peace of mind comes knowing you can still access the MetaQuest 2 app catalog. I mean, I'd hope I could still access my Quest 2 apps. But okay. Let's see. Multitasking made easy. Comes with a charging dock. Okay. I was curious if it came with that. Or XR is augmented reality through VR. You see the video feed from the cameras of headset and see the reality. Oh, I see. Okay. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Personally, I'd still argue that's augmented reality just with more advanced hardware, but I get that makes it a little bit more apparent to me. I can see I can see how that could be different. Flexible levels of immersion. Cool. And it looks like this is the accessory kit. So another Type-C connector. We got, this looks like maybe like a portable charging dock or something. I don't really know what this is supposed to be. Kind of looks like a magnetic charging dock that's just supposed to be portable or something. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's for the controllers. Because I'm seeing this. I don't know what that is either. I feel like some of this I'd kind of have to look at. I don't know what these are either. These look like the little fins that they showed on either side. I'm not entirely sure what these are either. Oh, wait, hold on. Charging dock, USB-C, controller charge cable. So yeah, I think that's the controller charge cable. Charging cable. Is that what this is supposed to be? Or is that what these are supposed to be maybe? 2 stylus tips, which I'm expecting is what these are. 2 partial light blockers, which I think are these. Cable clip. Protective cover. I'm guessing that's what this is. Do you really... so you can draw on the table. Yeah, the little stylus tips, because they'd shown that during the video. Cleaning cloth. I don't see a cleaning cloth. I don't know if that's just something they're not showing. And 2 wrist straps, which I'm guessing is what these are. The stylus thing I thought was pretty cool. Yeah, and then we got random perks and stuff. Cool. And that's all for $1,500. Not a cheap headset, but I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Is there anything interesting in the overview that we did not see? Doesn't really look like it. Looks like it might be about the same. Immerse yourself in the creative process. Build a new living room. From your living room. Okay. I mean, I'm going to say it overall looks really, really cool. Oh, this was something I'd seen. Take full control of your favorite apps. Backwards compatibility allows you to access the Meta Quest app catalog to enjoy your favorite games, entertainment apps, and more. So we have Adobe Acrobat, Dropbox, LastPass. Immerse is actually really cool. If you guys haven't tried Immerse is actually really cool. Painting VR, Gravity Sketch, Tribe XR. I haven't heard of that one. World. I felt the need to drag that out. Does that say Figment? Figment XR, Shapes XR, Smartsheet, and Arc.io. And then they also have carry cases, earbuds, and link cables, all that kind of stuff. Tribe is a DJ simulator. Okay, I haven't heard of that one. That sounds cool. I might have to look into that. I'm curious, what is the point of things like Adobe Acrobat? And Dropbox, is this supposed to become like a completely new computer? That's what it almost seems like to me. Like it's supposed to be like a complete computer or something like that. Okay. Let me go ahead real quick. I'm gonna switch out of here real quick. I don't think we have anything going on this stream anymore. I want to try real quick. My understanding was that there was supposed to be more going on in Horizon Worlds, so we're going to check real quick. Actually, give me one quick sec. I need to run to the restroom real quick, and then we'll go and check out Horizon Worlds because I really want to check that out. So give me just 1 second. 1 second, real quick. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and check out Horizon Worlds then real quick. I really want to see if their world showed up or anything. Because I did really want to see Horizon Worlds. That looked like it was going to be really cool. Let's go and see here. Why is it not letting me connect? Give me just 1 second here. can't connect. Why can you not connect? You were connecting just fine earlier. All right, we're gonna try this. I'm gonna restart the Oculus app real quick. We'll see. Come on. Hello, Musa. How you doing? I think my Oculus app broke. I don't think that is working for some reason. Let's do this. Oh, that's why. There we go. That is awesome. So we're trying real quick. The event just ended, so I'm trying real quick because there was supposed to be an event in Horizon Worlds. I really wanted to check it out, assuming it was actually there. It wasn't working at the beginning of the event for some reason, which was really disappointing. So we're gonna try real quick because I understood there was still supposed to be more going on after the live stream as well. So we're gonna check. I don't know if there's gonna be anything. If there's not, then we'll go ahead and end the stream. The Quest Pro was pretty cool though. I did like the Quest Pro. It was really, really neat. Let's see here. Okay. Why is it not connecting? It's so weird. Hold on. Let me do this. I'm gonna restart everything. There we go. Doing a quick restart, and then we'll try one more time. While that's restarting, let me go ahead, in case this does work, because I am really hoping that it does. Let me go ahead and pull up the chat windows as well, so I can see those once I'm fully in VR as well. Okay, and all right. Oh, interesting. I am just getting a Twitch is apparently rolling out new features as we're doing streams. All right, let's see here. Yep, that's good. There we go. Okay, so my Quest just needed a quick reboot here. Let's see here now. Hopefully it'll all work. All right, here we go. Oh. All right. Give me just 1 second. Let me go ahead and boot up Horizon Worlds. And then let me go ahead. I'm going to start this. Let me go and switch the stream. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let me know if you guys can hear me all right. I'm hoping. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot to transition. There we go. Let me know if this is working all right for you guys. I'm assuming it is. Oh, that's kind of cool. I have my desktop open so you can apparently slide through like that. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, that's awesome. Dude, I'm breaking Horizon Worlds by opening up, by pinning my my chat like that. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if we got anything. Let's see. We got the venues. Meta, Art Connect. These don't look. Let's try checking venues real quick. Oh wait, doors are open for Meta Connect 2022. Hold on. My chat window's in the way. Let me move this out of the way. Make your way to Meta Square to learn about the latest in the metaverse. Hold on, was I in the wrong spot? Search Square. I don't see anything called Meta Square. This feels like it should be clickable. Like this right here should be clickable. Arena clan. That doesn't. People, world, events. Let's try jumping to the venues, I guess. I don't know. We'll try real quick. If we can't find anything, then then we'll go ahead and leave it. I just really wanted to see if there was anything going on, especially given that this is a VR event. You'd think that they would. Welcome to venues in Horizon. Yep. Let's see. Explore other events. Okay, that just pulls that up for some reason. Okay, explore other events. Soapstone. Yeah, I don't think they would let. Well, I understood there was supposed to be like another, like there was still supposed to be like a world or something you could join to like check out their features or something like that, where they were supposed to showcase certain things, but I guess not, which is really disappointing. I would very much like to see it. Okay, I think that may be a no. Unfortunate, but okay. All right, let me go ahead. Hold on. Transition back. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but oh well. We'll try again whenever there's another VR event, I suppose. Because that is disappointing. I would have liked to. I would have liked to be able to see it all in VR and stuff like that. That would have just been really cool to be able to see. Cool. Close all this down. Yeah. So, yeah, I think the Meta Quest Pro is a very cool headset. I'm excited to check it out. I don't know. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. I don't know. Did they say when the release date would be for that Quest Pro? I think they did, right? I know you can pre-order it right now. I just don't remember when the release date was. It's cool. Maybe I'll have to check that out. I definitely wanted to see if I can't get my hands on the Quest Pro 2 because I think it's a really cool headset. Yeah, they did say pre-order. I don't remember. I thought they said a release date, but maybe I was wrong. Maybe I'll need to double check that or something. Yeah, I'm definitely going to see if I can't get my hands on one, so that way I can try it out, because that's just going to be a really cool headset to be able to play around with. Cool. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end off the stream. This was definitely a lot of fun. They definitely showed off some pretty cool stuff that they're working on. The Quest Pro itself was really cool. I'd be interested to see augmented reality technology like they were talking about in the future, but that'll come out later. Yeah, I think it was overall pretty cool. It was definitely fun for sure. I I'll definitely be excited. I'll definitely be checking out too for any future events if you guys want to watch out for more streams in the future as well. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I wanted to or should say? That was weird. I think someone was just talking on my Quest. I'm going to shut that down. I just heard, I don't know if the mic picked that up, but there was just suddenly voices coming out of my headset. I think Horizon Worlds is still open on my computer, and I don't know if that's what it was or not. Weird. Okay, close that. That was very that was very uncomfortable for a second. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, I remember. In case none of you guys are on the Discord, I'm planning on doing some small like little meetup events in the future. So, if you guys aren't on Discord, definitely suggest joining. I'm planning on putting out some announcements when those are all when I finally get those plans finalized. But yeah, I think it'll be really cool. I definitely want to do like especially like some developer meetups. Because I think that would be really cool. Yeah. Oh, and in case anybody, I don't know if anybody watching is working on any projects or anything, I'm planning on eventually doing a multiplayer tutorial series, and I definitely need some input in case anybody has like anything they'd like to see in multiplayer. And if anybody happens to know how to do like connections, like multiplayer connections in Oculus, it's the only thing I haven't been able to figure out. Once I can do that, then I'll be putting out tutorials. I've been working on that for months. You would think that for a headset that's so popular, someone would have had a tutorial, but apparently no one does, and it's very difficult to find. But yeah, definitely check that out. And there's a forum post on the Discord if you guys want to join and put your input on that. I think that's all I have to say. So thank you guys for joining me for the stream. I hope to see you guys in a future stream. I believe there's some more events coming out in the future for more headsets. It doesn't have access to the internet. What does not have access to the internet? Oh, are you talking about for multiplayer? I don't think the internet access is my problem. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. I haven't seen a response yet. So it's not that it doesn't have access to the internet. It's that I've never been able to get two Quest headsets to connect. And as far as I can tell, because there is like an analytics page where it's supposed to show like when players are connected to are trying to connect to sessions together. Command open IP address. You can. Open IP address, I believe, does work. I think I've gotten it to work once, but I would like to see about getting one where anybody can connect from anywhere, not just connect through a solid IP address like that. But yes, open IP address does work. Open IP address. That does work. But I'd like to figure out a proper way of doing multiplayer. Like for example, there's the Epic Online Services. There's a Steam Online Subsystem. Oculus has their own. I've just never been able to get it to work. So yeah, if you happen to have like any, or if you happen to know anywhere where I might be able to find help on that, that would be awesome. I'd very much like to do some multiplayer tutorials, but that's the only thing that stopped me is I've never been able to get Oculus to work. And it's solely Oculus that I've never been able to get to work for some reason. I've gotten Steam to work. I've gotten the Epic Online Services to work with Windows. I've never gotten it to work with Oculus. You can make a custom server. The intention behind the multiplayer, though, was that it would be something that's accessible to anyone and that you don't need to be running your own dedicated hardware at 24/7, because that's not something that everyone can reasonably do. So I wanted something that anybody can do with relative ease, and that was the intention behind trying to make a one of those subsystems work, and I just haven't managed to get it to work. But yeah, if you happen to know anything, let me know in Discord. Like I said, there's a forum post in there. I put it in there this morning, looking for any help to try and get that working, because I've been working on that for months, and that's the only reason I've not yet done any sort of multiplayer tutorials, is because I want to be able to do Steam, Oculus, preferably even cross-play support, and I haven't been able to do any of those combinations, only Steam alone. Like I said, if you happen to have any information on how I can get help on that, definitely let me know in Discord. But yeah, it's definitely been a lot of fun. Like I said, I think there's more events in the future. If there are, I'll definitely be live streaming those in the future as well. And yeah. Oh, I hope you have a good one, Watch Gamer. And I don't know if anybody else is in the chat, but if there is, then I hope you guys all have a good day, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you guys are. And I hope you guys all have a good day.